So
we came to an agreement. There's no way our ship looks this nice.
Oh yeah, this is what it was like. This was like the brochure you guys got.
Yeah, we have one of those scenes where we look at it, then we fold it down, and ours is just horrible.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Cool.
There's a raccoon that looks up at you and scurries off as this happens.
Yep.
Space raccoons are.
Those
Stop
are the
looking
worst.
at what it is. Start looking at what it could be.
Right. So we'll say, for the sake of you guys, we're gonna say that you guys talked to Eva, and then checked out Petrie's data. We're gonna flip that. Just say that happened in a different order. So we'll say Petrie, you where would you be working on your data slab, right? In the communal area, because it's like a communal data slab, but would you take it to your room?
No, I'm probably sat at like the dining room table.
Okay. Sure. So, Petrie, you kind of wake up, your face sticking to one of the keys. Your eyes flutter open. You can see that the data slab, the monitor, has been, or the hollow image or whatever, has been turned away from you. You can see Daniel Cole and Victor are looking at it. You can see written backwards, the word match is flashing. And both of them do not look very happy as you look at them. Victor takes sort of a big sigh and he says something along the lines of, "Wait." Dale Cole interrupts him. "I know what you're thinking. No, just don't say it." And we pick up there in the dim light of the evening of the ship as you groggily awaken.
Good morning, Petrie.
Is morning?
Relative to your sleep pattern, you could think of it as morning. It's actually the
He
evening.
like grabs the nearest empty bottle of vodka and.
Ping! Clatters.
Oh, well, good morning. I'm going back to bed. And he gets up and starts to leave.
All right.
This guy.
Scene.
Love him.
Nice.
Thank you for the help for this.
All right.
But
Good work. Yes. I guess you earned some rest.
not what we wanted to
Help?
see.
What did I help with?
You don't recall? We solved the mystery of what's in the box that those pirates took.
Oh. I didn't know we cared about that anymore, but okay.
It kind of was a byproduct of another investigation. How's your stomach feeling?
Still there.
Good. I'll angle the monitor so Petrie can see it and say, so this scuff mark on this floor is a match to the box. And this floor, the floor in this house, and I'll beep boop beep and bring up the
Okay, you do like some Tony Stark, like push one window aside and pull out another hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and I bring back up the picture of the disemboweled, eviscerated boy in the bed.
A little warning next time.
I asked how your stomach was. But yes, there's a piece missing from the child.
Mm.
So
An important piece, I'm sure.
yeah.
So, pirates Killed child, took piece of child, put child in box.
Presumably, someone at least killed the child and took it and gave it to the pirates. Probably them doing it start to finish, but
Well, it's good to know.
suppose.
Also,
Suppose.
if you don't remember, we're not going to do the hanger job anymore.
Yes, you may have been asleep for that, but we decided against it. There's too many variables and no clear way of ensuring no loss of life.
I'm glad to hear this. Yes.
I assumed you would be.
So, what are we doing next?
Well, there's a potential lead on a bounty we're waiting to hear about. That the Thorn thinks he may have. We're gonna see where that leads. We also, that woman we traveled with to find the bandit camp, we've offered her and her sister transportation off planet. We tried to convince them to accept the offer, and well, we'll see. But it seems like the younger sister is certainly in favor. I don't know if the older sister is. But
This is the one you scared by offering her as prostitute?
I didn't do that. That's not how it went down. But the one where the misunderstanding occurred.
I see.
Mistakenly offered.
I thought there was a joke. I thought they were inviting me to this shit. It was the whole. But yes, her.
Okay.
For some reason, the thorn just
And-
explodes in the background.
Yeah. I did it, and I'm happy. I'm proud of it. It gives the signal. But nothing else on the go at the moment. Beyond that, so we're just waiting to hear on that, and potentially going off planet. The Al-Habash branch here is not too pleased that we did not complete their job, but could not be avoided.
How are we on money?
We could use some.
Daniel Cole turns out his pockets. There's like 4 creds.
We could use some. The good news, of course, is that maintenance is paid for. We are fully fueled. We're relatively stocked on food, and our loan is paid for this month. But as far as what we have in reserves in the coffers, we are running in the 3 digits. I'd like to keep us in the 4 or 5, if at all possible.
Daniel
Okay.
Cole will try and bring up that news report he found about the Red Chew.
Oh yeah, that right. Good. Yes, the other job that I was about to get to, I didn't forget. Thank you, Mr. Cole. We spoke with Victor Gallo with Montenegro, and he did give us one potential job opportunity. It seems there's a drug coming in called Red Chew that the miners have been using and abusing, and it's affecting their work and their work ethic. Mr. Gallo is interested in seeing how this is coming into the planet and getting us to stop the influx of the drug. Not a tremendously high-paying job, but there's likely money to be made somewhere along the line with something of this. That's another potential avenue we have, but we have no direct leads at this time, although it is not a very large spaceport. So I think that limits the avenues considerably.
Duh. All right. Well, anything else we need to do tonight?
No. Not that I can fathom.
Then I'm going to bed. Good night.
Very good.
Good night, Petrie.
Good night, Daniel Cole.
Close down the images and the match and everything, and hold down the holo screen.
Okay.
Yeah, so Daniel Cole would have sit up and do some research during the night, and then hit the bed a bit late, but other than that.
Okay. What are you doing, Varric?
Trying to contact the correct sources to find out what bounties are available in this area of the space.
Okay. Sure. What are you up to, Victor?
After that, Victor just goes into his room and lays on the bed and just stares at the ceiling until he
Mhm.
falls asleep.
Okay. So we see Petrie stumble down the hallways, his boots clattering on the metal, before he makes his way into his room. The door closes behind him. We see soon after Victor, still trying to be proper, makes his way into his room. Again, the door closes. We still see a pair of lights going on to the night as the two who remain awake kind of meddle their way through. You guys hear the ship shakes a little bit in the evening as the wind has sort of picked up a bit outside. The camera sort of slowly zooms out. We can see the red clay sort of smattering against the ship, the Synergistic Venture, as the darkness sort of slowly gets darker and darker. The light off of the Synergistic Venture gets blurrier and blurrier, before finally the screen goes black, and you all die. You wake up the next morning. So let's see here. What do you guys do whenever you guys sort of wake up in the morning? Like who's first up, that sort of thing.
Went to bed pretty
Victor
late.
would probably be Victor would probably be among the first.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Just shower, put on a clean suit.
Okay.
Petrie's up probably relatively early, getting his morning calf.
Okay. We'll say as Petrie may not be as concerned with starting the morning nice and clean. Petrie,
Well,
you're sort of...
he definitely needs a shower.
Oh, he takes a shower?
If he's like had a 24-hour bender, he's gonna need to clean
All
up.
right. I gotcha. Okay, we'll say that you're probably you've probably got like there's a sort of slow pan of the scene. You're in the shower with a coffee mug. We see a couple drops of water falling into it. You're probably curled up in a ball, holding your knees to your chest, groaning. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's nothing like that. But
we'll go with it.
I've started a Sunday morning that way, so I thought perhaps. In any event, Victor, you go through your morning ritual. So, Victor, like, whenever you're in the sort of waking up in the morning, like, do you like listen to music? I know at one point in time you mentioned that you like to listen to some tunes. Is that part of your morning?
Yes, he'll put on some energetic music, like maybe some Vivaldi or Space Vivaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the upbeat of the Four Seasons, perhaps Space Four Seasons. I don't know. And then, and just kind of set about very, very methodical. But he's someone who has a morning routine every day. He sets aside and doles out his, his medicine for the day. Maybe lights a morning recreational cigarette, has his calf, checks the news feeds, and spends a good deal of time, of course, making sure that he is very presentable.
Okay. So we'll say that you kind of wake up ever so slowly, and we have a sort of smash cut sequence of you, like we see like the shower, and then we see like you straightening a tie, and then that sort of thing. You walk into the main sort of dining area where you guys hang out, and you glance over and you see the closed down compad that Daniel Cole was probably fiddling away with that evening. You can hear the wind is still, if the DM didn't put it on loop, but you would hear that the wind is still sort of picked up a good deal and is sort of battering against the side of the ship to some degree. Nothing that would actually damage it, but like you definitely have this sort of feeling of a cocoon that you guys are hanging out in. When finally you start to make your way down the hallway towards and you start to hear just this constant, because I'm still looking for a good one, but this just perpetual just.
Son of a bitch.
Is that the ship blowing up, or is that someone's at the door alarm?
That's someone at the door.
They're the
It's not an
exact
alarm,
same, but you don't know.
Yeah,
Every time we panic.
Either it's a core overload or someone's knocking.
Yeah.
Always one or the other. Well, I'll do the safe
Petrie,
bet and assume it's a door.
You're curled up in the shower while this happens. I assume Varric and Dale Cole are probably awakened by this just perpetual noise. So, what do you do, Captain?
I go to the front door, holding my gaff, probably.
Are you just gonna open it up right away?
Well, I'll check, because we have like a viewport at the door, right? Yeah, so I'll check out the viewport first.
Yeah, I mean, well, the way that I think we've previously described it is that basically, like, in the cockpit, if you go down there, you can check and see. Like, there's sort of like a security camera kind of setup that's over the front.
All right, yeah, I'll head to the cockpit then. That's right. Yeah, I'll head to the cockpit to check the vid feed.
Yeah. And so, again, still it's perpetually going, but I felt you guys might be annoyed if I just played the buzzer constantly.
We would just fly the ship away. Just leave this planet behind.
You look out and you can see something that you did not expect. You see a crowd of people. All of them are standing around there, and they seem to be shouting something, but you obviously can't tell. There's no microphone or anything. Kind of thing. And they're all sort of shouting at you. You can see some of them are holding up cred sticks that have like numbers on them. Of various amounts. Some of them have like 1, 200. A couple of them go as high as 1,000, 1,500, and they're just gathered around there, and they're just all of them dressed very sort of mundane attire, very much workers' clothing. Nobody's in a suit doing this sort of thing. You can see that there are families gathered around, and there's this crowd just constantly just clamoring outside.
Daniel Cole, he wakes up in his tracksuit pants, and that's all he's wearing. He's got bandages. He's got bandages wrapped around, and he's just like, "Everyone gonna get the door," and he starts heading towards the cargo bay if no one else is around.
Dorkov will hit the ship PA system. Everyone, please up and at 'em. Impromptu meeting in the cockpit as soon as you can.
That buzzer got.
Yeah, there's a switch you can flick.
Okay,
to
I
turn
disable.
it off,
I turn off the volume or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just quieter now.
Fuck.
It's better than anything.
Yeah. No, I'll say. But effectively, you can shut it down.
God, I'd give anything for a core overload right now.
Yeah, just mother down.
Yeah, strangely, the volume control also turns down the core overload. So let's make sure we turn that back up after.
Make sure you remember.
Oh, as you turn down the volume, all the lights go dimmer.
Yeah,
And-
it's just like the front doorbell is on the same breaker as like life support.
Yeah,
We're not home.
It's
incredibly well designed. Shit.
like we get up to the cockpit, we're just all puffed out. It's like, why is it so thin in here?
All right.
All right. 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
You guys are all gathered around in the cockpit, I assume.
Derek would be the
Shirtless.
last one to show up.
Okay. Petrie not looking super happy, pretty hungover, I assume, and Daniel Cole probably bags under his eyes from staying up late last night.
Yeah.
Morning, gentlemen. I trust you slept well.
Literally no one did but you, but that's cool.
We have a bit of a situation on our hands. It seems that no good deed goes unpunished. I'll point to the view screen.
That's all good.
Yeah, you
What are
can
we
see
looking at?
there. They're more excited than that, but listen.
They seem
They have
fine.
Money. Money is good.
Money is good. Now, I can only guess, but I am assuming that word has spread that we were offering transport off-world, that this is the consequence for that. Now, I have not spoken to anyone. We'll do so momentarily as a group, but this is now apparently what we have to deal with.
Roughly how many people are out there? Like 50, 60, 500?
Yeah,
10.
you can't tell by just looking at the small view screen, but from what you can tell, like it's easily 30 people pressed just in the vision of the screen, right? Of just from that angle, it's easily 30.
We can't.
Why are people so desperate to leave this planet? I mean, I get it
Have
sucks,
you been
but
on this
still.
planet?
That's a good question.
I mean,
Maybe something.
Maybe it's the kids being chopped up.
we.
Varric, is your
It's
rifle
just the
full
one
auto?
so far, right?
Yes, I will go to town on them if shit gets out of that. Only
We pull out the
things get out of hand.
minigun.
Yeah, we angle the sand thrower just slowly swivels towards them. Lower speed.
There you go. Crowd underneath the ramp for us.
All right, so all right, none of that, but just hypothetically, how many people could our life support take on a 2 hex journey? Like if we were fully stocked on life support, like how long until we run out if we traveled only 2 hexes?
We've got 80 resources right now.
What's our
That's 80,
max?
80 person days.
80 person days.
84
What's
is our
that
max.
divided
Yes.
by 14?
Basically, I will tell you, I'm too dumb to do such things, but I will tell you that I know the rule is that like you can do effectively 2 weeks worth of life support for the cruise max, and y'all's is 6, I believe.
Yeah, 6
Yep, that's
max.
about right.
Yeah.
Right, so it's 84 person days
84
is the max y'all can store up.
Okay,
Now,
so 84 person days, and it's 5 days per hex.
6
6.
days.
Fuck.
if we had other foods instead of like using the ship food and everything, could the oxygen survive that
still
much,
run out
or
of
is
air.
it just the air
Because
wouldn't last?
it's not it. Well, it's like it's also like power. It's like your ability to keep the ship warm, so you don't all
Yeah.
freeze to death in open space and stuff like that.
So, according to my brain math and the calculator I just used, 84
Yeah.
divided by 12.
My
days.
character's smarter than me. We've all been there.
That's right, but is 7. So like
3
it's
people.
not like a lot of extra people that we could take on.
We've already got
That's not-
2 that we've
We could
promised.
start a bidding war. Whoever's got the most money, top 3 people.
We've already promised
How
2
much
people.
were we charging?
Nothing.
How much were we charging the girl and her sister?
Absolutely nothing.
Originally
charging-
1,000.
Originally 1,000 a pop, but then because the captain is so kind-hearted, he offered it to them for free.
And they still turned it down because that's
free, but they have to
bitch.
just pay
Well, the
their
one-
resources.
The one sister did. The other sister, yeah, the other sister now wants to pay money, and we're like, just pay for yourself. So she'd pay for the person days, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
just the resources that we're going to spend.
She hasn't paid yet, but she said she will.
Yeah.
She said she would. Yeah, that was the arrangement that was offered. So.
So
How much does it cost to refill?
To refill?
Yeah,
I believe it's
refill
20
the,
credits per person day.
Yeah.
Perfect. 1,000 per person is like the minimum we should ask for.
Well, that's like the going rate. Like that's like
Yeah.
the book rate for if you want to book a transport.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Can we? So, and just so I know, we don't have to look at the map, but the only like system that's 1 hex away from us
Mm-hmm.
is that one system,
Yeah, it's the good
The
one.
one we just came from.
the one
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
traveled from. Okay, cool, sweet, dope, sick, tight.
We,
that was what you
we were
hoping for?
definitely
I know
trying to head down with
I was
money.
planning for that.
Right. I got
I
you.
mean, we could go to Yukon and then we could go to
How long have we been away?
Queasy instead of going to the actual.
Like,
Not long enough.
I can tell you. Hold on.
Like a week? Maybe they forgot about us, guys.
Then it's been a week and a half.
We don't have to go to
Orion?
Zingfu.
Orion was killed. Orion.
When did Orion die? Oh shit! No, it's been
9 days ago.
It feels
So
like
no,
so much
so no one
longer.
knows. Like we've all forgotten about him.
I mean, why would they hold a grudge, right? Is it really that bad?
we we
Um,
can't go to Zingfu, but going to Quizzy. But that's also not really a place where people stay. It's more of a research.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, that's not really. I feel like these people, any people we brought, would not be too pleased about.
Oh, you don't want to bring him on a ruined world?
No, I mean I grew
Here.
up there, but
We were once offered a job just to traverse the fauna, the local fauna. Enjoy. Here's an axe.
yeah.
You're a settler now.
You guys wouldn't give him an axe.
No, that's too much money.
That's extra.
Yeah, they're expensive.
If you pay for the axe. Listen.
Yeah, and once on Kishi, an axe is pricey. That's
right.
That's a
Yeah,
rare
yeah.
resource.
Yeah, I had to
Okay,
build
fuck,
one when
all
I
right.
was there.
Yeah, so according to our math, the max we could do is 3. Unless we start sacrificing a few group people and leaving them here. Maybe some of us want to start a life on the planet.
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck this
You know-
dirt ball.
You never know. Pretty nice place.
I might leave.
And we've already offered seats to 2. So
Yeah, so we're
Well, if they get
crowd.
outbid, if they get outbid,
no,
Jesus
I'm not
Christ,
doing
the
that.
thorn. Jesus Christ, the thorn. No, but
what? I joined this group to make money.
This group's gonna kill you, and then take those 2 girls, and
And
Yeah,
two
they're
other
gonna-
now we have room for 4.
yeah, and I'm gonna make you play. I'm gonna make you play Vesni, just out of spite.
Yeah, that's your new character, Vesnia.
She steps into the airlock and pushes the button. That's what happens to her.
It's all right.
That's okay. She just goes to the resurrection ship. She's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's fine. Anyway,
All right. Okay. Well, so back in character. So this is the quandary we find ourselves in, and we are not a transport ship for personnel, not a transport vessel.
I will make the allowance that being that you guys have like 100,000 tons or something of cargo space
Yeah.
or something, which I'm sure at least like 3 tons have been removed for a grab vehicle.
At least.
I will say that it's possible for you guys to buy some resources and stuff, and with a little tech astronautics check and a little work over like 2 days or so, you could create a sufficient seal of sufficient like pressurization of the cargo hold where you could take a couple more.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
ask,
yeah,
can we
like, you guys-
store like some excess life support?
Yeah, if we got that much space, like we could. You guys saw The Martian, right? We just build one of those facilities in our cargo hold.
That's
Grow potatoes.
exactly how
Grow
that
some
works.
potatoes. Everyone
Now I
goes
will
in
say
there.
that the most you think you could do is maybe a dozen.
Well,
And of course you got to buy all this shit now.
yeah.
Yeah. But they'll
Do we
pay
not
us
want them to
first,
speak?
and then totally.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go talk to
look
them
up-
and ask if they ask what they actually want.
Yes.
They could just
I-
wanted to
I'll
buy
look
the
up how
ship.
much I'll look up how much it actually costs while you guys do stuff.
Okay.
I won't pay attention. So
Yeah,
that
no
should be
problem.
fine.
Yeah.
But
So after we've murdered them all and bathed in their
Everyone's
blood,
dead.
okay.
We make a
Alright.
swimming pool in the cargo bay. That's how we.
there we go. Yeah, we just do a sacrifice there and hang them up from meat hooks when we're done.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
We are the Reavers.
All right.
Okay, so we're all
Yes,
turning
we
into
become
fucking
reavers.
reavers.
Anyway,
That's right. All right. So back on track. Yes. So I think it would be best to speak with them, see why there's this sudden massive exodus to get off world, and inform them that we are not a transport vessel, despite what they appear to think. But maybe we can take those credits they're offering and try to solve whatever issue there is. No, if the issue is just that this is a terrible planet, then we may be limited, but maybe there's something else that we can assist with. What cost?
Sounds good. I'm gonna go put on a shirt.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna keep him in line. Varric standing there with his gun ready.
Yes.
you like go outside?
No, but it's like once we open
Okay.
the cargo bay door, I'll just be standing up above, looking menacing, but
Okay,
not outright aggressive.
I got you.
I'm sure you're the menacing looking one. He's like a baby
He is
face.
the-
Yeah. Okay. What just happened? My thing just freaked out. Anyway. Sure. So, you guys all reconvene, fully clothed, I assume.
hmm
Okay.
Yep.
You guys are chilling out.
I'm missing one sock. I forgot to put a sock on. But
Oh no, that's the
It's
worst.
annoying.
Right, I stole it from you. Counter stole.
Oh.
Counter thievery.
No,
And I took on a new trub.
counter thief.
That's the best way.
Yeah. All right, then we'll pop the. Once everyone's assembled and is somewhat armed, just in case, we'll pop open the cargo bay.
Okay. God, I gotta find that. But anyway, so yeah, you guys go ahead and pop open the cargo bay, and you know people are very excited whenever you guys show up.
We
Don't
do the Rick and
don't
Morty
enter.
Peace Among Worlds. Peace Among
Um,
Worlds.
People are sort of shouting, and you can see that there's like easily 200 people
Oh shit.
that are
Bring
crowded
it back
around
up.
this ship.
Bring it back. I can't kill this many people.
Okay.
Okay.
Do the
do
yeah,
that.
just-
You're not the queen, so there's still a lot of people talking and holding up.
Do we have like some sort of megaphone where we could like get to the
yeah,
PA
we have the-
system
do we-
that could like?
Ship's PA, we can just launch our voices over.
Petrie just collapses
She
unconscious.
passes out. Oh god, no! Too many.
Too many people.
He just doesn't want to see the massacre that's about to happen.
Yeah,
He's got a very
clo-
gentle constitution.
he shuts his eyes,
Yeah.
looks away.
I pull out my my little humongous style PA system.
It's actually a
From-
karaoke system that you stole from a bar once.
Yeah.
Okay, his
you go.
Windows just restarted. He'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
We'll wait.
Nice. Just loves doing that.
When he comes back, all he sees is a massacre. Can you like bring up a background of like hundreds of dead people?
Blood.
I don't
Bodies.
want. I'm still trying to look up how much shit costs. It's in one of these supplements. And
You will
God
find
help
it.
me, I
You will
don't know
find.
which
It's
one.
definitely going to be there. It'll only take you
It's
4
probably
months.
in the martial arts one.
Yeah, the martial arts one. We didn't even know there was a martial arts one. We're like, what? There's a martial arts one?
Wait a minute, this shouting doesn't sound like it's Spanish. I think you have the wrong audio file.
I looked up the martial arts one, and it's like the preamble's like, yeah, it's supposed to make it like more adventurous, so that martial arts is like more of a thing. But like all the martial arts are just like, why would you ever use a gun? Like it's like fucking
Yeah.
so much damage.
Oh,
and all
so
this
It's like
more
I'm
bullshit.
a fucking Jedi. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
for like
So it's
you know,
super
the high
bullshit
flu-
martial arts. All right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, your fist does 2d8 plus 6 damage now.
What?
What?
All right, yeah, that's not happening.
no.
No, you don't get that.
Well, yeah, everyone becomes Bruce Lee and they can do the 1-inch punch.
No, I remember there was one. What did it do? It does. Your physical does 2d6, as a base thing, plus your normal bonuses.
That's just hacks.
And then there are other, and there's other bullshit in there too, where like it's like an upgrade for your sword for some reason.
No, not listen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That doesn't exist in this world.
don't
No.
even look. Yeah, martial arts aren't a thing.
No.
I want to be a space
you
monk.
can use unarmed.
Martial arts, you gotta
Kinesis
take
traps.
artistry if you want to learn martial arts.
Yeah.
Gotta have a rank
Yeah.
Do
1 in artistry.
I
Dude,
would
I'm taking
paint like Bob Ross.
That's right.
Dude, I would take it. Totally take it. 100%. no
Make a
question.
happy little mistake on your face. Bam.
Ah. Just gonna put a happy
You up to
little.
that happy little cloud.
Happy
Gonna
little
beat the
bruiser.
devil out of you.
Just a happy little bush in this corner, yeah. And don't you ever,
Anyway,
don't you ever tell anyone about
we're a
it.
little sidetracked right now.
So anyway, don't worry about it. So that's what you guys see.
Yeah.
People are like crowding around, but like people see Varric with a gun. Even though there's this really like mysterious feels this cargo bay that y'all are leaving through lowers, and the wind hits you all in the face. The sting of the sort of particles on your face as the wind blows back. You guys look really cool. While Varric's got his laser rifle, he's pointing around at people who they crowd around, they like, press in, but then they see him and there's still people are staying back. You see like one guy like tumbles forward as the crowd is like pushing behind them, but like
He's dead
Kill
first.
that motherfucker. Yeah, you die first.
that won't end badly. So anyway,
Remember the
so
cops
as
love
you
us.
guys see, everybody's wearing like these big like a heavy poncho or something or something to sort of buffet themselves. A lot of people have hoods up and things of that nature. You can see, people are shouting out to you in Spanish. One woman's like pointing it at these two kids and is just trying to like push them forward and this sort of thing.
You just hear Daniel Cole shouting, "Shut up, shut up! Hey, you! Stop talking!" But he's not getting through to anyone.
People, yeah, like some people respond, but like there's a real feel of desperation in the air.
Let's just leave this planet, because what the
No one
hell?
knows what anyone is saying because everyone's speaking Spanish and y'all don't speak Spanish.
No one knows.
Captain, shout over the PA. Get them to
Yeah,
shut
can
up.
I got a good projection voice, probably. Can I just bellow out, what is the meaning of this?
I'll let you
What
use
is
like a
Spanish?
PA system some fashion.
Thaumaturgy,
Okay,
that's
cool.
the yells he uses.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of
Okay, so you just shout, "What is the meaning of this?"
that? Why are you here?
They all start shouting in Spanish.
Shut up.
Great plan.
Everyone shut up. Be quiet. Quiet down. Quiet down. I quickly Google the Spanish word for be quiet.
Silencio.
Shush.
Silencio.
Everyone knows
Por favor.
shush.
People kind of
Vámonos.
quiet down, but people are still talking, but it's less, loud now.
Cole starts pointing at those people.
All right.
I'll kill you.
I'll single out
Not with his finger.
one. Is there anyone there who looks like not as unreasonable and not as freaked out and desperate?
Nope.
Eyeballing him? No. All right. Pick a random person who's not like touting kids along. Let's say
Okay.
you. Why are you here?
Hola, señor. And he starts to speak to you in Spanish.
No, don't stop. Habla inglés. Anyone? Raise hand. Habla inglés.
You see like, way in the back. You see like there's everybody kind of quiets down a little bit when you say that. And you see like a hand waving back and forth in the back, and you hear a voice shout out, "Hey, asshole!"
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let her forward. Parte. Move away.
Part of the Red Sea.
Yep.
Temptation.
Alright.
Boom.
Finally, muscling her way through the sort of crowd, you can see that Vesnia and Eva arrive. You don't you've never met Eva Petrie, but
Nope.
effectively you see two people. Vesnia is dressed similarly to how you saw before. She's got like a leather jacket on and a sort of white undershirt underneath with some heavy pants on. She's got her hair black tied back into sort of like a bob. Eva clearly is like a couple years younger, but not like outrageously so. Maybe 2-3 years younger. She has much longer, dark brown hair, almost black, with sort of a soft green eyes. You can see that Eva is wearing sort of a very sort of simple sort of blue dress that she's got like a big heavy sort of poncho over with like a scarf kind of around her neck and the hood up. And she goes, "Oh, hello, Mr. Dorokov." And Vesnia looks over at Eva and is like, "Oh, Mr. Honey, that's not right, huh?"
What is speaking to? Hello, Eva. And then to Vesnia, what's the meaning of this? Why are all these people here?
"Oh, you haven't heard, senor? You know the moisture absorber?
Oh God.
It got knocked out last night, senor. People are trying to get out of here.
Oh Jesus.
I'm Russian."
I'm Russian now.
Petrie's gonna lean over to.
She says, "Hello, comrade." No.
I
I
guess
like her.
Petrie leans over to Daniel Cole because Thorn is out front and says, "We didn't do that, right?"
I don't think so. Pretty sure not.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
How?
You see Vesnia whisper something to Eva in Spanish, and Eva kind of just shh.
So this
Not
thing,
the-
this thing that is broken, they can fix.
Si, senor, but there is. Eva kind of shrugs. "Well, the thing is, not really," says Vesnia. She says, "You see, it is fixable, but the thing is that there's another storm coming, according to the weather reports, and it's going to be much worse. Think it might do permanent damage, and so people are trying to get out of here with their lives. Half of Al-Habash is already beat feet," and you guys can see that several of the freighters that were parked on you guys, because there was only like 3, 2 of them are gone. There's only 1 left. There's a similar sort of crowd around them, but a larger one.
I was going to say I could try to fix moisture thing. See if I can get it working.
We can see the tower from here, right?
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, you can't tell what the
Yeah,
damage
but
is.
it doesn't look like anything's like
it's
falling off it or anything. It just looks like
it was like a central needle with like a ring, and you can see like half the ring is like broken off in some capacity and is like hanging limply.
so it's pretty big damage.
The problem, Senor, Vesnia looks at Petrie and says, "The problem is not that they can't fix it. The problem is it will take too long before the next storm comes."
How many people do they have working to fix it? I mean, manpower is a finite resource, but there are lots of people here. More people working on the job goes faster.
They have 4 people who know how to do the maintenance on it. They're working on it around the clock right now, Senor.
4 people. Yeah.
We should go meet with.
Can I
Gallo.
like try a post tech roll to know what this repair would require?
This bad boy's pre-tech.
Fuck me running.
Wait, pre-tech. I can do that.
Yeah. We happen to have a pre-tech expert here.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll.
Well, it's pre-tech. You're fucked. Sorry, there's nothing I can do.
Do I get
Goodbye.
pre-tech? I might be able to help, believe it or not.
I don't. says
We're all
Vesnia.
like,
Talking
we're
to
like,
you.
who are you? Like,
I'm guessing that's an interroll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't know shit.
Do I think I can fix it, or at least possibly assist?
With time and tools, yeah.
Turns out that the piece that's missing is like a container box that would have fit perfectly.
Yeah, it's...
That's run by
that
the
box
organs
has
of
like
the
6
single-
different jobs.
I might be able to help, possibly.
Actually, it would not surprise me at all if the organs of children were required for some sort of pre-tech monstrosity.
grind
Planet, you're right.
All right, we need to speak with the chief and probably Mr. Gallo. Is it Montenegro that maintains the moisture evaporator?
You see Vesnia kind of steps forward and she says, "That sounds great, senor. I tell you what, you go take care of that. We'll go make ourselves comfortable." And she walks past you and...
No.
Okay.
Ava may stay on the ship where it'll be safe. We'll get her set up. But Vesnia, we need you. We need someone who can translate. We don't speak the language.
She kind of sighs and looks over at Eva and she says, "Of course I understand, but you know, a translator torque costs." And then you see Eva snaps at her and says something in Spanish. They kind of have an argument back and forth. There, and then like it like you guys don't speak Spanish, but you can tell it got nasty fast. Like you could tell both of them were hurling some not nice things at each other.
Barrick is grinning. He knows that, and he enjoys it.
But then Vesnia turns and looks at you. "Of course, we would hate to be bad guests." She looks at Eva, and Eva kind of smiles.
I'll
Vesnia rolls her.
smile at Eva. You're too kind. Mr. Cole, if you wouldn't mind, just show Eva where she can, one of the spare rooms, where she can start making herself at home. You can help yourself to our kitchen as well. We'll try and disperse this crowd, I suppose.
Yeah, I take it to the old doctor's room. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't lived in at all, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Practically new.
Yeah, like new condition, near mint.
Who are the pictures of these people? I don't.
I don't.
They came with the frames.
This is yeah.
Who's this Asian couple? I don't.
I don't get it.
It's all good.
None of you are Asian. I don't.
They're in every one of the pictures.
Well, technically,
store.
they're people from my homeworld because I'm from.
No, I assume you have cleaned this out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's-
just
he's
left
stolen
one, it's like,
everything
whoops.
already.
You guys did know you were gonna have people come on this ship, so
Yeah.
I assumed that some preparations were made.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
just leave dead people's stuff hanging around in there.
Yeah.
They'll adjust.
Um,
I head over to my room and I grab a pistol that I grab one of my pistols and I head back and just keep this on you and just in case something, you know.
no, I really, I wouldn't even know. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I'll just leave
she
it.
kinda-
I'll just leave it there on the thing. You can. I'll get it back straight away. Just making sure.
Want
you to be safe.
Get hijacked.
Okay.
And I assume, Petrie, I assume anytime we leave our ship, you just like take our engine block or whatever the fuck. That's our security measure, right? We just like dunk.
Yeah, you just see me walking out of the hangar door with a giant winch and the engine.
Yeah, just, I'm ready. Let's
Oh, much.
go. You have a special cart just for it.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there, and a crowd does get angry.
Ask Petrie to cut a few wires so the ignition doesn't work. He'll do that, but still.
Yeah, like there's a scene where like you guys are like trying to push the crowd back a little bit, and but behind you, like Petrie is just like he's like dragging this winch and just slowly setting it up, and just swearing under his breath in Russian. Just a couple of like empty vodka bottles fall out and clatter onto the ground. He swears some more. It's a magical moment.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Beautiful.
And then we snap back to Mr. Dorokov, who was staring off into space for a moment.
Where was it? Yes. All right. Well,
So,
onward. Yeah. So we'll regroup and just close and lock up the ship and just say, no el transporto, now. Oh.
have a
Vesnia leans
translator now,
into the mic and says something that you don't know what it is. You see a couple of like parents like put their hands over the kids' ears, kind of situation.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Classic.
And go ahead and roll me a leadership check.
Hey,
Or would you like Vesnia to?
I would not want her to roll anything.
She's gonna. So this
Too
is-
bad.
You can assist her. I'll say.
All right.
Or no, she'll assist you.
I mean, my roll is probably gonna be
Probably
worse.
negatively.
Yeah. Would this be charisma?
This is charisma. I know you're a charismatic guy. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not-
We're all very so he's fine.
All right. She's helping you anyway, so
Yeah.
Could be like a +1.
she's super charismatic. So
Yeah, +1.
Yeah, I could tell. Like you are both
Seems
playing
right.
her charisma
seems
like
right.
perfectly.
You
I
have a
can
minus
tell.
2 to leadership.
Got,
My
a,
lord.
got an 18 charisma. I know
she's not super charismatic, but you know she helped.
Jesus Christ.
People have like backed away from you guys, so they're not crowding the ship as much.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys can move
Okay.
a little bit. They're not leaving.
They're not
And
gonna
you can
go.
Still see like people shouting at you as you walk by.
Yeah, they don't have another way off, so that's fair.
Wait,
They're
what's your
holding
charisma?
My charisma's shit.
Oh,
6.
okay.
Yeah, he's about as charismatic as Daniel Cole. So
Yeah, y'all went a high charisma crew.
Oh my god,
I'm
right.
a
I'm
numbers
the
guy.
charisma
I'm a
guy.
business guy. I'm not like
yeah, Fawn is the
leader.
charisma. I don't understand. I think we got this backwards.
Yeah, I know. I'm the charisma guy. I forgot about
That's right.
that.
So
That's
okay,
right.
so Daniel Cole, you're back with Ava.
Yeah.
You see, Ava looks up at the PA system as you hear Vesnia screaming in Spanish something, and you see Ava just shakes her head. Victor, you're with. Where are you, Petrie, during this? You're warming up the grab vehicle. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I've got my revolver and rifle
Okay.
just in case.
And what are you doing, Varric?
I'm basically just waiting for the group to be ready to leave. Got both my guns ready.
Okay, roll me a perception check, Victor.
All right.
Let me see if I'll allow anything else. Any other types of checks? Oh, well, whatever. You rolled. Yeah, you don't know shit.
Oh, no,
So, anyway, so you guys.
White
meet
panel
back-
van plows through the crowd.
Yeah, just mows the crowd down. Carves a path of destruction.
But then
You
there's
see
the
a
guy
hand of a small
opens.
child poking out from under a tire and twitches a little bit.
But-
a teddy bear falls out. Yeah.
The van just opens. The guy with the cred stick like, can I?
The van opens. A guy picks up the cred stick and then closes the door.
Yeah.
Keeps driving.
Anyway.
Got it.
So, no. You guys meet in the cargo bay, presumably. People are still sort of chatting around and stuff. You can see that they're still there. They're still holding up cred sticks and stuff. And a couple people have, like, the effectively equivalent of, like, a cardboard sign with, like, something in Spanish written on it.
Hi, Mom.
And it'll have, like, a number that'll say, like, 2,000 credits or something.
El macho libre.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll hop on board the vehicle and gingerly make our way out through the crowd, resecure the ship, lock the bows. I'll make sure that before we go, though, I'll give Ava my number whatever text number if she wants
Yeah.
to, and just let her. Yeah, that's how I roll.
Nice.
I'll say, if anything happens, if anything turns violent, just call me. Let me know. We'll be back
Okay.
here post haste.
Yeah.
For the love of God, don't open that door unless it's us.
Yeah, don't
Hey,
open
Ava.
the door for anyone.
Ava
What
has
door? Oh, the front door. I was.
Ava
The hangar,
has
any
my
door.
number because it's
But-
carved into the side of my gun.
Okay.
My comm number is.
All right. Good news. I found
Please
the stuff
return.
you guys need. I finally found the proper thing, so I know how much it will cost. So that's gonna feel good. But
Maybe
anyway,
double that.
Yeah,
It's-
take that. Septuple it.
okay. It costs. No, I'm just gonna do the standard amount that they say. So, so it's fine. So anyway, so you guys drive on off.
Yep.
Am I correct
Yep.
in this? With Vesnia sitting. She tries to sit shotgun, unless one of you like try to shove her out of the way.
You can say shotgun.
I don't care.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
The last time we were in this vehicle together, it didn't go well, so she can sit shotgun.
Yeah, generous of you.
I know.
Anyway, the wind is still battering against you guys. It is like definitely like rough weather. Like it's not like you can't maneuver, but like you can definitely there's definitely the sting of particles against your face as you guys make your way around, right? And so you guys drive on off. Where are you going?
Well, so as we're driving, I'll reiterate the question to Vesni. I'll say, who manages who maintains the moisture evaporator? Is it Montenegro?
Well, senor, she kind of thinks for a moment. She goes, not really. It's more of a situation where, like, it's sort of what there is of a government is mainly just the police station and the weather station and the people who run the moisture gatherers, senor. It's a sort of a government system, senor. It's really just a bunch of people trying to help, and the local companies vaguely pay their dues, senor.
Okay. Let's head to the police station first, then we'll speak with Valdez.
She says, see, basically, people who come to mine here, they have to pay fees, and that's how the sort of government functions. It's how, the police chief gets his pay and things like that. And so, senor, it's how this works.
I see. Very helpful.
One of us has to be, senor.
Right, to the police station.
All right. Punch it. Gotcha.
Ludicrous speed.
You guys hurtle through the streets as the wind buffets the grab vehicle. Petrie, it's definitely a lot tougher to drive in this. But it's not like there's a lot of vehicles on the road right now. So it's not so bad.
People. Ah,
That's right. No, most of the people are at your ship. There are people with like small tents effectively set up in the back. You can see quite a few like trucks are parked. But there's definitely there's a sizable crowd of like 250 people at Rangel's ship. But the freighter nearby has what looks like could be 2,000. Like there's a ton of people there. They seem to have more faith in them for some reason.
Petrie will lean forward to Mr. Dorokov and just say, "We need to make sure we leave before less freighter does."
Yes. Also, does everyone... The opinion of us has changed rapidly from yesterday to today in the town. Have you noticed this?
Desperation will do that.
Yes.
No, we were always loved.
Yeah, they just didn't want to show it. They were just too shy. Alright.
So you guys hurtle your way on through. You make your way towards the police station. You can see that there's like some vehicles parked around outside and stuff, but there's almost nobody there from what you can tell. But you do see like one beat up like old truck that's really rusted with a. It's also getting pelted with. It's got like that thin layer of like that red clay that everything in this place seems to possess. And you can see that there's like 2 squad vehicles still in the sort of main parking area.
One of them with some bullet holes in it.
Yeah, one of them is fucked up.
All right. Well, we'll make our way inside, wrapped presumably in tarps from our survival kits that we all have now,
Nice.
to get indoors.
Vesnia swears the whole time under her breath as you
Big
guys
surprise.
make your way through the wind and such, before finally you guys enter into the police station. You can see that there's like nobody there.
Even the
as-
front desk dude?
The front desk dude is not there. You can see kind of off in the bullpen, there's like one guy who's kind of working on something, and you can see that in the back you can see that the police chief's office does have someone in there, but he's like currently like talking to someone on the phone, on his space phone.
Oh,
Probably
we're
Lieutenant
on the way.
Uhura or something.
Yeah, of course. Beat me out of here. All right. Well, we'll head to the chief's office.
You can hear as you walk through the bullpen, the guy leans back and he shouts off into the chief's office. You can see the chief turns and he speaks something quickly, and then he hangs up the phone. Buenos dias, señores. Vesnia. And she kind of smiles and sort of gives sort of a half-hearted tip of her hat, and she goes, hola, Sergio.
Chief Valdez, buenos dias. We have heard and seen of the misfortune the town has suffered recently. We were wondering if there's anything we could do to help. We have someone who is not unfamiliar with that type of technology. It's an issue with manpower.
It's not, Senor. I've been trying to contact people. It's not just an issue of manpower. I mean, you could help for sure, but I don't. He says, "Are you trained with post-tech, pre-tech, pre-screen technologies?"
I just point at Thorn.
Yeah.
I believe I can assist.
He nods and he says,
We can leave him here and we can.
Just come back later.
Yeah, you're not with us, Cole.
I thought he came back down.
Yeah, no, Cole's with us. Everyone's together. We all
Wait,
work
what?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys are
Ship
gonna
is
come back.
completely unguarded.
Yeah, no, the ship's gonna be on cinder blocks when you guys get back.
That's why I gave Ava a gun. I
I
gave
thought
her
we
a
were
gun.
leaving Cole on the ship.
I can
gun.
stay on the ship. I wasn't it.
She's got.
Okay, you're on the
wisdom.
ship.
I can stay on the
All
ship.
right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cole
Okay.
can stay on the ship. Hang on.
All right.
forever.
He kills 60 people.
No trust, huh, Petrie? No trust at all.
No, I don't trust the little girl. I don't trust any of those people.
Listen, if
You
you'd have
would-
seen what the
I was
nonsense they put the little girl through.
If you had seen what we saw, you would trust her.
Sure. Goddamn monsters.
She heads into
Anyway.
my room. There's still the broomstick hanging there.
You're the one who gave her the profession. Oh God, Cole's alone with
You're
her
the
now.
one who exploited it. Anyway.
She
So-
asked. We were asked.
Yeah.
One
Anyway,
rude. All right.
don't worry about it, Matt. It was great. They're
Yeah, I'm sure.
so anyway. So he says, you could try, senor. He kind of shrugs and he says, but the thing is, senor, my understanding is that it takes some time, and he kind of rubs his Fu Manchu. He says, the equipment has to be worked on when there's not a storm. Otherwise, the particles mess it up somehow.
Oh,
You must
I'm
say.
aware it's quite delicate, especially in a climate like this, but we need to fix it as soon as possible, and another brain to help fix the problem is always a good thing.
I won't tell you no, senor. I'm telling you that it will be hard if at all possible. The people tell me that they tell me to do my best to prepare evacuation, senor.
What is
Yeah.
the plan then? If you cannot fix it, if another storm's coming and the town is going to be without water for days, which is unacceptable, what is the current plan?
Right now, senor, I know Mr. Gallo is trying to get a ship to come by. Perhaps they can help transport some more people out of here. I'm working, reaching out to other organizations. Perhaps they are willing to provide some aid, send a ship or two to escort some of these people out.
With the moisture gatherer down, what does that affect in the town? Is it just the primary concern the drinking water, or are there other concerns as well?
It is partially the drinking water, senor, but also it is our power source. The thing is, senor, is that we do not have a good system for filtration, so most of that water gets let out in various capacities. But my understanding is the generator, out of which runs most of the city's power, functions on water. Fusion? You'll not say.
I see. Perhaps not the wisest planet to do that on. Alright. So you cannot fix the issue in time to prevent a loss of life, so your only course of action is evacuation.
Si, senor.
Is there any other, can you bring in a new one of these, or construct a new one, then erect it quickly without being affected by the storm?
We don't have access to that, senor. Mr. Gallo will know more than me, senor. But that's all I can say. I don't know. I'm doing my best, senor. I'm just a public servant.
I understand. All right, you're doing a good job. We'll go speak with Mr. Gallo and see if he has any more information, if there's anything else we can do that can be done here.
Gracias, senor. And he goes back to his desk. You guys wander out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's no other like settlements on this planet. It's just this one.
Yes. As you guys leave, the detective sort of picks his head up from his desk and he shouts something out. He says something in Spanish, but you do pick up the word Eva. Besnia turns, and she says something in Spanish in reply. They kind of look at each other for a moment, and there's like a nod of understanding you see from the police chief, and she turns back. All right, cochinos, let's go.
What was that about with Ava?
Oh, it's nothing, senor. He just said that it was nice for her to have some more girls to hang out with.
All right, let's go.
Seriously, I'm gonna go chaotic evil on her one day.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. God damn it! Back on board the stupid fucking hovercraft. Let's go. Let's go look for. Go to Gallo's office, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, you just hold on. So, let's see here. Okay. So yeah, so you guys make your way on off once more, hitting the dusty road. You guys once again drive through the fine streets. You can see a cat assault Petrie, and then it was hiding from the storm.
Yep.
Vesnia is looking outside the window. You can see that the place is looking more and more almost like a ghost town. There's always sort of movement going on. You could see inside the various buildings that you guys headed on past. You notice particularly as to get to Montenegro Industries, sort of their little block, effectively, you have to drive past Al Habash, and it is an absolute ghost town. You see no vehicles. The lights are off in all the buildings. It is empty. You still see some people mulling around in other parts that you guys have driven by. You see somebody running into the local church, for example, and things of that nature. But whenever you drive by Al Habash, you see just jack shit. And finally, you make your way on over to the small office, that of which seems to be the local headquarters of Montenegro Industries.
All right. We'll enter, and if there's no, desk person or secretary, I guess we'll just head to where Gaio's office is.
You enter in, and you can see that here there's more people that seem to be around. Like, there was always like one or two people sort of working around, and they seem to have persisted to some degree or another. And as the door opens, there's sort of a bell that rings, and you can see, sort of in a side office off to the side, you can see Victor Gaio with his sort of graying hair lean over. He sees you guys enter in, and you notice a wry little smile, and he waves for you to come on back.
Good morning, Mr. Gaio.
Buenos dias. Victor. See?
Yes.
Good name. He says,
Yes.
So what brings you to my office today?
Well,
Mr.
we've heard of and seen the trouble that the town is having. It seems that this is affecting the livelihood of this place. People are striving to leave. We understand that you are coordinating, or at least aiding with some of the repair attempts, or possibly we just wanted to speak with you about what options there were and see if there was a way we could provide aid. There's another one of these facilities that can be brought in. Or
He nods.
done.
And he looks over at Vesnia, and he says, he kind of clears his throat for a moment, and as he looks back over at you, and he says, Miss Morillo, perhaps you could give me and these gentlemen a moment. She looks back at him with sort of a dark glare, and she says, I don't see any gentlemen here, senor. He looks over at you, Victor.
Please, Vesnia, just one moment.
She looks at you, and her eyes dart over at Gaio. She looks like not a happy camper, but she goes ahead and takes a step on out. Fine, I could use a smoke anyway.
Close the door when she leaves.
Okay.
Shoot her in the back.
That close. That close.
The bullet stops. She's a fucking psychic. She's
She goes all river on your ass.
anyway.
Right. So, Mr. Gaio, you're alone.
He goes, Mr. Dorkov. He says, you're a businessman, see?
Yes.
He says, and you know in business that every problem is just an opportunity waiting to be utilized. See?
Of course.
He says, I have been working against this problem, and I believe that Miss Iman has made a mistake. You see, senor, the storm that is coming within the next 3 days. The moisture the moisture absorber cannot be fixed. He says, it is likely that within the next 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks, and from my rough guess, a couple of days, perhaps 4 days, perhaps 5, we will run out of water. Now the problem is that Miss Iman believed that it would occur within the next 7 days. She did not account for what would happen when her people left, however. This will give us more time. Time that could be used effectively. But the time is not enough, Senor, to consolidate while Al-Khabash is absent. So, I would like you to buy us a little more time. He says, we need water, Senor. Enough to buy us time to fix the moisture absorber.
I see.
Now, water is not something that is exactly something you can buy easily off of planet and transport it. Most planets like to keep to their water. You know, there are certain exchange rules about these sort of things. But if the planet were per se a ruin that is uninhabited, then surely a few gallons would not be missed, no?
Speak of Kishi.
Si, senor.
Very clever. And the reason you are not sending your own vessels to retrieve the water is because of the questionable legality of such an acquisition.
It would look very suspicious, senor. But also, I would not want Mrs. Iman to deduce our plan.
I see.
Now I understand that Kishi is not the safest place. There are scavengers and the planet did not ruin by mistake. However, I would make it well worth your while, senor.
Mr. Gaio, you have my interest. Now you have my attention.
What are we
Get
looking at
backwards.
in terms?
Don't worry about it.
What are we looking at in terms of expense to convert a large portion of the cargo hold to hold liquid water?
Well, your understanding is that you would have to buy effectively like carts that of which are capable of like boxes effectively that are capable of carrying that, right? You wouldn't just convert the whole hold into something. I mean, you could do that if you'd want, but that would be harder and more expensive. Right?
Well, I mean, so there's two ways of water transport. Yeah, you either get, tanks for it, or you freeze it and then transport the frozen.
Correct. Now, if you could get the frozen version, you think there's a way that if you did some work, you could depressurize the cargo hold, and it would just be fucking cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, of course, people would have to work quickly once you got it onto a planet that of which had temperatures high enough to melt the ice. But that's a possibility. Yeah, also there are express like containers that are used to carry water and stuff that of which can be purchased and put in the cargo hold effectively.
How much water are you needing?
He says, kind of mulls it over for a bit. And he says, I don't remember how much your ship can hold, senor. But like a whole bunch.
I have similarly forgotten how much our ship can hold.
Yeah,
Let me
this is
go-
coming.
Yeah.
I would look it up, but I forget what our ship is.
I swear it was
It's a
350,000, but I
free
could be wrong.
trader. It's a free trader. What? I'm trying to think here. Oh, you have 100 tons of cargo space, so he would say something in the realm of 75 tons.
We can do this.
He says, now, Senor, I suspect your ship is not outfitted for such a thing.
No, we will require tanks most likely for transport.
These likely can be found on Kishi.
I'm curious how you. Why would you say that?
Kishi is a planet that has only one ocean, and it is not that large. It was used at one point in time in order to transport this to have settlements that spanned across the planet's surface, not just in one spot.
Ocean, I assume, is saltwater, though. Are you capable of processing it?
We could process salt water. Simple distillation would not be difficult.
So you'd like us to acquire both the containers as well as the actual water to accommodate
Oops.
75 tons
Si, senor.
water.
It would basically take all of your cargo hold, okay?
I've done the head math. It is okay.
I am super
Um,
smart.
Yeah, I'm doing the math here. 75 tons. That'd be somewhere in the region of 18,750 gallons.
Sure.
Totally.
See.
What if we just
His math is good.
What if we just flew the opened the cargo hold and flew the ship backwards in reverse and just scooped it all up?
Yeah,
Then-
that will.
I can do it.
That'll end
That
well.
wouldn't go wrong at all.
No,
I
hey,
can pilot that. I can
Our-
do this.
Our
Well, you
piloting.
did give Petrie an incredible plan, which was to take an asteroid and send it hurtling down onto Earth to the hangar, and that's how they were going to take it down.
Yeah, like Rocket. It's gonna be just like Rocket League. Just
Sorry I missed that.
You missed a lot of magic. I'm gonna be honest with you.
there's some really great ideas spitballed before we decided not to do the job.
Anyway,
I see. That is quite the task, though it does seem necessary to keep your business afloat, and certainly necessary to ensure your hold over the local Al Habash branch.
and he says lives would certainly be spared.
Of course. Now, as you said, I'm a businessman. This is not my planet. What would such a task be worth to the Montenegro Industries?
I understand that this would be very challenging, and this would not be cheap. So he kind of sits there for a second and sort of measures you a bit, and he says, 4,000 credits.
Take out my compad and beep boop.
Mhm.
Beep boop. I must be honest, that is not much after the expense that would incur just in the travel, not to account for the risk it would take and the fact that it's using our entire cargo hold. The profit margins appear to be minimal. And to be frank, I believe that your options are limited in what avenues you have. That your need is great. Now, I know you've told me in the past that you have limited resources, but I think we both know if any resources are limited, they're tied up in goods. This is a gold mine, almost literally, that you have here, and you have almost exclusive mining rights.
It's almost as though the planet had the gold rush on it whenever it was generated. by some handsome
Almost.
space god.
Almost, yes. Praise the space god.
Handsome space god.
Of course.
Besnia pokes her head in. See, senor, he's very handsome.
See, very handsome. Yeah.
Anyway, that doesn't
Okay.
happen.
Push the door shut again.
What you are asking is not a small undertaking. It is breaking laws and will certainly earn us a black mark on Kishi and possibly Yihun as a whole, which
There's no one-
narrows.
She. That's a ruined world. Like, that's the point of you guys going here.
There's researchers there. All right.
Okay. True, but
And
that's like
marauders
there's
and
people on-
bandits.
that's like saying I'm going to earn a black mark with the researchers on Antarctica. It's like,
Well,
yeah,
all right. The last time we went to Kishi, it's like, hey, there's no one there, and then like we fucking fought a bunch of fucking bandits and shit. So, like, there's people there. Like,
Okay.
so there's sometimes some people there, and those people we want to be on the good side of. That's yeah. All right. Well, all right. Anyway, given the relative risk involved, to myself, and again, given the need for this supply to secure your hold. Given the facts of, as I'm sure you know, my relations with Al-Habash as a corporation, I feel that 8 would be a more agreeable number. We would be able to do this for you in the time frame you've specified. Return here with water sufficient to see you through this mess.
Matt, why are you doing this?
Just for
Okay,
the sake of.
okay, because I was just fucking with
Numbers.
you. I have no idea what the gallons are. I mean, I imagine space it's probably metric, but I was just being an asshole.
These are space tons, actually. So
Yeah, they're totally different. They're fucked. No, but anyway, it's a
they're
fuck ton of
measured in
water.
leagues. So
Mhm.
It's 1 metric fuck ton of water is how much. Anyway, that's fine. I wasn't paying attention to you, Dan, because I didn't want to mess up if Matt had some sort of plan that I was going to screw with my nonsense. So I'm sorry. What
I
was the
rattled on some more and said 8,000 was as a counter.
I see.
Oh, can we just find a backyard swimming pool on Kishi and then just bring that? Because that would. There we go.
Container's already there.
There you go.
Can we beam it on board like Star Trek 5?
Star Trek 4, I
Um,
think you mean the one with the
4.
whales.
Yes.
Oh
sorry.
Jesus! No, that
Oh,
one doesn't
sorry.
exist. That's fictional.
Oh, but
That's a
5
good
does?
one.
Listen, Star Trek movies. I would call them hit or miss, but I would have to omit the hit anyway. I like the first one, but anyway, I like long and boring shit. That's why I watch Star
That was
That
that
makes
was
sense then.
V'ger. That was V'ger for days.
Trek. I love it. Anyway, I digress.
Mhm.
The point is that he says, perhaps, senor. I'll tell you what, roll me a business check. Charisma.
Very well. Oh, perfect.
Better re-roll this one to crit so we get 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna now. If I do a reroll, do you have to keep the rerolled number?
I
Or is
don't
it best of
remember.
the two?
You only re-roll a failed roll, so yeah,
Oh.
basically, so it doesn't hurt you. But yeah, that's a failed roll.
I'm gonna reroll.
We did it wrong.
Yeah,
Killed it.
we want more
Jesus.
buddy.
You get the feeling that like he planned to renegotiate though, and so he says, 5,000 credits, senor.
6.
No. There are other people who would gladly take this job, senor.
Not on the planet right now, they're not.
If only there were ways to contact people on other planets.
We're ready to do this right now.
I have sincere doubts you could contact someone on another planet, have them justify the expense to get out here. Then I guess they wouldn't have to get out. All right,
I understand, senor.
you have a hard bargain.
Roll a 3 on business. I'm not giving you.
Roll the 3. Yeah, I can't talk my way out of it.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Wait.
make this money than not.
No,
What are the odds
senor.
I could use one of my charisma skills to entice money out of him?
Oh yeah, you can assist that business check. Turn it to a 4. Absolutely.
No, 'cause it's 6.
Sorry.
If I knew I was getting assisted, I'd be keeping that 6 so hard. Oh,
it wouldn't
even-
have been a success anyway.
Damn it. Fucking guy and his business.
It's
But I'm gonna
weird,
get a +2 to any charisma roll versus someone I'm trying to.
which would help you assist him very well.
What if I offered him painkillers? Perhaps this would change your mind, senor. All right. Very well. We will do this job for you. 5,000 credits.
He nods. Um, 5,000 credits. Is the deal?
That's the
And he
deal.
says, "Very good, senor. And I will remember how we have helped our people." And he smiles. He sticks his hand out.
I nod and take it and shake it. Take it, shake
Yeah.
it. Take it, big. All right.
Yeah. Is it like a stern?
It's a little stiffer than normal. I mean, he's always pretty formal with his handshake, but no, he's not pissed. Like he's okay. Like this guy, he drove a bargain. Like, you know, we have need as well. Like
Yeah.
a lot of that was bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were probably never gonna leave hundreds of people to just die.
Yeah.
So
Speak for yourself.
yeah, I mean,
You know, whatever.
The thorn was ready.
Yeah, he'd be one of them.
Yeah, the thorn's
but
like, why are we still here?
there was a long moment where like you were like 8, and it was just like, you know. It was very magical.
Dramatic cuts to the eyes.
Yeah, a bead of sweat down the temple. Anyway,
Opportunity lost.
so then he nods.
Very well.
That's beyond your way, senor.
Yes. We will return as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Take our leave.
Go ahead and take a step outside. Besney is sitting there. She's just kind of got her arms folded. There's the police officer that you guys saw earlier. Is no longer at his desk, and he's talking to her. And you can see him pointing at her cigarette, and she's just shaking her head and saying something in Spanish back to him.
She's like 12, right? How old is this girl?
20 something, early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 12, basically.
Yeah, basically 12.
She's like,
Comparative.
just from looking at her, you would guess she's somewhere between the ages of like 19 to 22.
How
her
old
sister's
is your sister?
Like
17,
18,
maybe 18.
17, 18, yeah, like too young.
Okay.
Yeah. Too young. That's the only age. that matters.
Yeah, that's right. It's either too young or that's fine. Those are the two
Heroes.
ages.
Anyway,
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll motion.
she sees you guys come out, and then she turns to the police officer and she puts her hands out. She drops the cigarette and then stamps it out.
Yeah. Gangster. All right. All right, Besnia. Let's head out. We'll brief you in the car.
She goes, "Oh, I care deeply." "Bye bye, Cochina," she says to the police officer, and he looks at the not the police officer, the worker, and the worker looks at Victor Gallo, and he's just like,
I give him like one of these like.
yeah.
Feel you, bro.
There's a bonding moment you two share.
That's right. We get a bonding point over that.
Yeah, you get one bonding point with
This
this
random
guy.
office worker.
Who you'll never see again.
Maybe.
And you guys hobble on out.
Hobble.
Load up in the
Hobble.
vehicle.
Hobble.
Head back to the ship. I'll just send. Or I'll call Cole while we're driving. I guess, or we could just teleport back to the ship and then we can brief him there. But I'd rather not explain it to Besnia and then to Cole.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and cut back to Cole and just see what he did while he was chilling.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So cool. What were you doing while you were chilling at the ship? The people are still sort of gathered around. You can see that there's a couple of squad cars that have arrived that are kind of like trying to maintain, like, so that they don't just rush the ship or something. There's a couple more over by the there's like one by your ship, and then there's like 4 by the large freighter that remains, and like you can tell they're doing their best.
Yeah. So Cole's taken up the data slab up to the cockpit. He's got the video feed on so he can keep looking out. He's on the pilot seat, feet kicked up onto the console, and he's also watching Purple Bubblegum, like an episode. He keeps flicking between the two.
I gotcha. Like, do you have like your headset on, or are you just blaring it?
Just blaring it.
Okay, I gotcha. That's totally fine. So like, while you're sitting there, feet up, just having a ball, this is just echoing through the ship, and finally, you see, you're sort of lost in a sort of setting or something. Whenever Eva sort of walks up behind you,
With a wrench.
I don't notice. It's too busy and too enthralled.
Yeah. She what is that?
Oh,
You like this too?
I kind of close it down. Whoop.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't want her to think you like that. She would have no indication that was the case.
Oh, it's an ad before some shooting movie. Yeah.
That's the
Nice save.
That's the song that you told the matron.
It wasn't me who said
That's
that.
from. Okay, but what is it? I mean, I had to go and look up like some of the pictures, and I mean, the dress was kind of cute.
Well, it's a Chinese anime slash Jap. It's a bit Japanese, but it's also mainly Chinese. But it's what the captain likes to watch. It's why it's an ad before my stuff. Captain really likes it. He asked for it. As soon as I come in, I turned it off. That's why I turned it off. You know, I definitely don't like it.
I see. Is that why you have my broomstick up in your room?
Dude,
There's a slow pan of the camera over, and it's like you see like a thing. It says like 30 seconds earlier, and like the music is blaring again, and she's standing there in the hallway looking on this like gun rack. There's like a broomstick and a rifle, and she's just kind of tilting her head.
Totally. You sure that was my room? You sure? Like, it might have said Cole on the door, but that's totally not my room.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I saw the door open. Right?
It's okay. So yeah, how's it going?
She sighs. She's wearing now she's just wearing like the blue dress with like the scarf. She doesn't have like the big heavy poncho on anymore. And it's like a very sort of like because we stereotype here, like a traditional, that sort of Mexican style dress. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure it has a name, and I googled it and couldn't find it. So that's what that's what happens.
The salsa dress, basically.
Yeah, like that, basically. It's definitely older. You can tell closer now. It's like worn. It's a lot of faded. You can tell it's gone through a lot of washes and things of that nature. And she says, I mean, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, like, what are you nervous about? The people out there, or traveling with us?
Oh no, this ship doesn't look like it can fly.
Oh. Yeah, it can. I promise it can.
I mean, you had to have gotten here somehow, though. That's what I told my sister.
Yeah, it can go. It just looks deceiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
As I say
the
that-
elevator shaft, y'all have it there, just kind of something falls and breaks.
Yeah.
A metal clank.
I'm sure that's fine. Petrie knows how to fix it. It's all good.
Another vodka bottle rolls by empty.
Yeah.
They're like tumbleweeds at this point.
Yeah, they're just everywhere.
Yeah, there's just constant. And sure, but so that happens.
Yeah.
And she says, I mean, I don't know. She just kind of looks around. I guess it'll be good to have, a new start somewhere.
Yeah. So I wish we could take all those people with us, but I don't. The ship can't handle it.
Shit.
No, I don't think so. She says, looking around. And she says, yeah, I'm surprised as many people are, people are really scared of you guys, but, I think it'll be okay. Although, I'm not gonna tell you to do your job, but, like, I might, not introduce people as the Thorn? That seems kind of aggressive.
Yeah, he's new. I think it's stupid as well, but don't tell him I said that. He gets annoyed.
She kind of smiles.
But to be honest, I don't know his real name either. Like,
she smiles. It's okay.
if you just say it sarcastically, it makes it much better.
I see. I'm sure he's I'm sure he's well-being. I just So I just where are we going?
Well, I was looking at the star map. We were thinking about Lucianaga.
That's where we are right now. Yes.
Is it?
Again.
Oh yeah, sorry, not the other one. The other one.
Just on the other side of the planet, though.
No.
You guys were thinking about going to Luthmani.
He
Luthmani,
points
yeah,
to the
sorry,
map
yeah.
and realizes it's a really old star chart.
To
Yeah, that's how old the star chart is.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause- yeah, Luthmani, yeah.
It looks like it's a whole new system.
I ought to create what y'all see. I ought to make that. And be like, let's see what happens.
It's got like pencil drawings and shit.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that one, Luthmani, that one, Wyad, or Abis Galam. We're not sure exactly which one yet.
Oh, that's exciting. I hear. It doesn't matter. Mr. Daniel,
Yeah,
can I ask you kind of a personal question?
you may.
Why do you have that crosshair tattooed on your neck?
I was once in the military, and that was part of my my training.
I see. She says, I see. A lot of men, when they join a group, they get like a tattoo. All the miners here have one. But generally in a place you can't see. And she kind of smiles.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of things which not the greatest.
She kind of smiles a little bit, and she goes, "Yeah, it's like what Miss Rosa used to say, great and small, we see them all."
Yes, I'm sure you have.
Prostitute humor. Enjoy, everybody.
So, how about that local? I don't know if you have sports.
Space sports team.
We don't.
Yeah.
But I just, want to say, thank you for, getting us out of here, and we'll pay our way. Okay.
I mean, we owe you your sister a big debt. You do not have to pay.
No, that's what Vesnia said, and I told her no. So, and then you guys hear a grab vehicle pulling up to the vehicle, to the fine spaceship.
I assume I see it on the video feed, and
Yeah.
I hit the button to open the back cargo door.
Yeah. You know.
13 people died.
Yeah.
It's okay. They're already the children that we're playing.
Gotta get out of the way faster, kids.
Go ahead and give yourself one bonding point with Eva.
Okay, sounds great.
So I'll let you guys do it with NPCs now. Anyway. So you guys pull on up into the cargo bay. People crowd around them, and again the shouting resumes as people are still sort of crowding in. You can see them holding up signs and things, and they're shouting louder. You can see people like knocking on the windows, and like, you know, there's a man who looks just wild-eyed and desperate, just banging on the window, sort of situation. As you guys, you know, pull your way through, that sort of thing. But, you know, you guys are able to eventually, you know, you just slowly drive through and people will kind of part, and you're able to get into the ship. You can see a police officer runs by, and you recognize him. He's the gentleman that's always at the front desk. He stumbles around, and he sort of waves his arms. He's got a similar sort of hat on, and he's kind of pulled his collar up and has this sort of heavy jacket on that's trying to stop the buffeting of the wind, and he sort of tries to shoo everyone back and that sort of thing. His partner is on the other side kind of doing the same, trying to help you guys make your way in. But you guys are able to go ahead and park the ship and then close the door.
Okay. Very good. I don't know if there's like ship's PA everywhere, but I want to get us all in a room, meeting conference room.
Yeah, eventually you guys are able to get a meet up in the conference room kind of situation. In the sort of main area, are the sisters going to be there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, on the second floor, there's sort of like a parlor area. Stuff, and you guys kind of gather around. There's a small table where you guys eat at usually, and like a large couch and things of that nature.
All right. We met with Police Chief Valdez, who's doing what he can. We also met with Mr. Gallo at Montenegro. The situation is that as we all know, the moisture extractor is broken. And it cannot be repaired in the current weather. And the weather shows no signs of being letting up until the big storm is due to hit. And so there is going to be a long portion of time where they are without power, and then eventually without water. Al-Habash has already left the planet as a result. Now, the good news is that there is some water still remaining. There is roughly 2.5 weeks worth left that they can sustain on. Now, in several weeks, repairs to the moisture evaporator will be possible, but they need some more water to get there. We've been tasked with a new job, to retrieve some water stores and return them to the planet, so that this evacuation is no longer necessary. Work can continue once the moisture extractor has been repaired, and life can carry on once this storm has passed. That is the job set before us that we have elected to undertake. Now, there are 2 items. One is that it delays our original plans of, we were originally looking at going to Aluthmani. Luthmani does not have the resources that we require, so that cannot be our first journey. We must go to Kishi, which is a place that we're familiar with. Retrieve the water from there. As we have the water, naturally we must return here, bring it back, and deliver it safely. So, I'll look at Fesni and Ava. This brings the question of you two and your transport. Now, there are two options. When you're going to Kishi, it is not a hospitable world, but we may be able to, once we're in system, assist you in arranging some sort of transport from the local planet of Jingfu. We've been there before. It's a very nice, temperate planet. And as long as you can get a shuttle to come get you and get you there, as long as we can arrange that, you can live a comfortable life on that world. There's work there, as I understand it, for certain in the
Why
janitorial
don't-
departments.
You just drop us off there, Mr. Dorkov.
Unfortunately, time is of the essence with this task.
In
But it's
order
a-
in order to stop people from dying of thirst, we would have to get to Kishi and back in as little time as possible.
All right, roll me a persuasion check.
Which one?
I mean, you both lied, but I'll say that.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, I'll say you
I
can
would-
assist in Petrie.
Assist me? Okay.
So Petrie, go ahead and roll first.
Persuasion, charisma.
Oh yeah, I bet you're really good at it. So
I have +1 charisma.
nice.
Fuck me. I'm a reroll.
Would you like to re-roll that?
I'll go ahead and reroll that.
I'm sure this will go fine.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey, that is a successful assist.
Yeah, so you get a +1.
Okay.
You gotta-
Yeah,
gotta-
it's gonna cut his -2 in half.
I'm gonna say
fuck that up.
that was a good lie. So I'm gonna say you're looking at you needed to make or beat an 8.
Totally did it. It was fun.
That does not succeed. Petrie, you're starting to feel like the boss is not as charming as you thought he was.
Yeah, you're
The
starting to
veneer was
wonder
very
why
thick.
did I sign up for this?
Yeah. Very true.
But anyway, Eva just kind of nods and she says, oh. She kind of looks over at Vesnia for a second, who
That was
Doesn't-
option 1. There is another option.
doesn't seem super interested, and then Eva just kind of continues listening. She doesn't say anything.
So that's the first option. We can take you to Kishi, and assuming we can arrange transport for you from there to Jingfu, then that is where you could reside. The other option, you can travel with us as we go to Kishi, as we return to this planet, and then our intent is still to move on, likely to Luthmani. We're happy to take you with us every leg of the way. There will not be no fees for any additional resources or supplies used in these journeys. Does mean more time on the ship, of course, for you. But the choice is yours. We're committed to getting you off world, but the very next world that we need to go to for this job is not in itself hospitable. At least not in a friendly way.
Could you give us a moment?
Of course.
Vesnia kind of tilts her head out, and they kind of step outside for a moment. Are you guys going to continue going, or are you guys going to wait for them?
I'm gonna just ask a couple questions. So, boss, this seems different to what we were told about the needle. I mean, they need water to just keep on planet. Why?
So, the needle is their source of power as well as water, but they can survive. Population can survive without power several weeks. They cannot survive without water. They have enough water on hand now that the Al-Habash personnel have left the planet. They have enough water on hand to last them now for several weeks. With Al Habash here, they only had 1 week's worth of water in store.
Okay.
Their estimates now put them at roughly 2.5 weeks. If we bring enough water in to get them further along, they've estimated 75 tons of water will get them there. Then, once this storm blows over, they can then repair moisture extractor, get it back online, and resume business as usual.
Okay. With my homeworld knowledge of Kishi, how like the water supplies there? What would I know about that?
I will tell you some stuff you know.
Okay. You see Cole just flashbacking.
Yeah.
He flashbacks too far to his army days and just goes berserk.
I can tell you, boss, that Kishi doesn't have much water. It's, I mean, 75 tons isn't a lot, but the ocean there is rather drained.
That's what we were led to believe. We were told, and you can hopefully confirm this, that it had been used in the past to take water out, to move water around on planet before the decimation took effect, and that there may be some leftover water storage devices that we can acquire for ourselves to use to get the water off world. But as you say, 75 tons is not a lot, and in theory there should be that much at least left on planet in that ocean. Won't be. I don't think we'll be depleting the planetary resources beyond there.
I know a lot of the settlements there use that, well, used to use that water. I'm not sure if they still do, but...
You know that there's no more settlements there. Like,
They're gone.
It's a ruined world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
you
still
grew
not
up on a
there's still
shitty
some
world.
scientists and stuff there, most likely. But,
Yeah.
but they've probably got
yeah.
certain ways to deal with it.
Or the
So I
raiders
think-
finally killed him.
I think it will be. I don't see any lasting harm done from this maneuver to the people of Kishi or Xingfu.
Well, if you want to try there, I'd look over to Petrie. Could this ship even possibly drill an ice asteroid?
Depends what you mean by drill.
Like chip off a few ice asteroids? Probably not.
Possibly with a laser?
Or
Yeah, I
we
mean,
go
you could
back,
do that. That's true.
We go back to the Rocket League idea I had, and we just
No,
insert
no,
an
we
ice
don't.
asteroid in. Lance makes a crater, and then boom, they've got a nice lake.
Yeah, but the
Most
the
of it
problem
would
with an
melt
ice
on entry,
asteroid
but good thought.
coming flying in would just melt
Lake.
and be water. It would make water,
Oh.
but it'd just splash and just evaporate.
If only they had some sort of device that could extract that water then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some moisture absorber.
Possibly could attempt an ice asteroid if there's not much water left. Would the water be enough, do we think, would be enough for the entire people that would be left here?
Like it could give you a couple of, like, you think that much could give you maybe a couple weeks, maybe 2-3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Which we
With the
just
current
didn't-
population, you think it could give about 5 days or so, or a week maybe. But with the depleted amounts, you don't know. But it could give some time.
Definitely want to help the people, because we can't get them all off this planet.
Evacuation is not an option.
I mean, we can try Kishi. I mean, it's the best thing, but there's no way we can really head into Xingfu.
No, Jingfu is off the table for sure. We won't be traveling there.
Is it possible that I might know someone who might be still on? Oh. It might still be on Kishi.
I mean, you guys did meet up with Tau Research, so you know, like a guy that you met one
I
time.
know a single
We
dude.
do know a guy. You stole his book.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You guys see the sisters. Once again, they were just tearing into each other. Like you were waiting for one of them to throw a punch, but it doesn't quite happen.
I look very disappointed by that.
Right. But they are super aggressive. And then finally, they stop. And there's a couple of calmer words that seem to be exchanged. And they enter back in. And where are you guys like arrayed in the parlor?
Well, if there is some sort of table, I'll be sitting at the head of it.
Okay.
I'll be on a
What's
comfy.
a round table?
I'll be on the comfy chair that's near it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would not have a round table that promotes equality among those sitting at
That's
it.
fair. Yeah.
I'd have like a
wise.
raised dais for me.
He's actually up on like a throne about this much tall.
Yeah, that's right.
I gotcha. Yeah. There's
One skull and
Space of Thrones. Sure. I'll kill you, Thorn. I'll kill you. What are you doing, Petrie and Varric? Where are you guys sitting?
I don't know, at the table.
Yeah.
I was leaning up on like a wall, standing back from the group, and paying more attention to them fighting, hoping for a fist fight or something. But
Yeah.
no luck. So I look disappointed.
As they walk through, Eva goes ahead and she leans against the opposite wall of you.
she's
with
holding
her
a
arms
pistol
crossed.
at you. No.
She's very calm looking. Vesnia kind of walks in. You can tell she's a little agitated. She goes ahead and sits on the big comfy couch right next to Daniel Cole.
Mhm.
She kind of slaps your thigh and she goes, "Looks like we're coming with you girls. You could use the help anyway, huh? You said there was some very dangerous place. I know my way around places. I can survive."
Yeah, it's my home world, so it's pretty nice.
Very good. And this journey will be helping the people within God, Gate,
Vengane.
Gade.
Nice job.
Vingadara.
You
Okay.
nailed it, Captain.
I'm learning another language. I'm adopting the culture.
Now, would you like a burrito?
One of them chicken vaginas.
I knew the vagina. I thought about it, but I thought it was too easy, so I
Yeah.
tried to go a
I
different
go
way.
for the
But
low-hanging fruit.
I regret it immediately.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
worked. It landed.
It did.
It works so well.
Nailed it.
All right, now, all these big promises. Let's see if we can actually like fucking
Make a jump.
Execute what?
Follow
Travel.
through on them.
Yeah. I'll go on the PA, the ship PA though. Well, I guess first, are you ready to go? Are we good to leave? Do you need to gather anything?
The sisters. Vesnia looks over at Eva, but Eva doesn't look at her. She just looks at you and she goes, "We're ready when you are."
Very good. Take the ship PA and start to say something and go, Eva, would you mind translating something for me?
Vesnia does one of these.
Why
For some
can't I
reason,
do it?
Eva's voice is
I
not
mean,
pleasing to the
you're comfortable. It's okay. You don't have to get up.
She rolls her eyes, and Eva says, and she says something, what appears to be like she's going for rather sternly in Spanish.
Yep.
And you can see the cops start responding and start trying to shove people away. She's assuming you guys are about to take off. I don't know if that's about to happen.
We are about to take off, and I'll just ask her to say, just relay to the PA system that we are leaving, but we are returning. The people's salvation. Is that too kitschy?
She kind of raises an eyebrow.
We'll just bring it. Just tell him we're gonna bring back some water. It'll be fine. Tell him that.
She nods and says some stuff, but you can tell the people are like freaking out, and
And
there's
it's just
like
Yeah.
lamentation, gnashing of teeth, and
Yeah.
rending of garments. People are very
Totally
upset.
Just say I'm
So
Saint.
they're
Yeah.
gonna swarm over to the bigger group.
Yeah, these strange weirdos who showed up and killed a bunch of people are now leaving and promising to come back. So
Saint
We are leaving
Dorokov
and-
will be
and
back.
Coming back. Leaving
Yeah.
and coming back with water for you. Remember this and the credit sticks. Yeah, holding when we get back.
oh, classy.
You can visit my page at GoFundMe.com/Victor.
Have a good
And as,
Kickstarter.
and as we take off, I push out the thorn, and I take over flying.
Yeah.
a water Kickstarter is happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So you guys lift off.
Making sure though that we take however many minutes is required in our prep, so that it's been an hour since I did the business reroll for
Yep.
no reason.
Yeah, because it's not in game time. It's out of game time, but sure.
That's right, and it's not that
Trust
I
me.
think.
I
it's
can
not-
fly the ship. Just trust me.
I believe you can fly the ship. I
It's-
just don't
it's
believe I can
navigation
navigate
roll.
it.
I'll let you have a roll. Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
let you.
You'll let us not just die instantly. Oh, thank you.
I can
Thank you,
navigate.
You can assist him.
You can do that.
I
Yeah.
have navigation, you bastards.
Yeah. Back.
Then you can
Back
assist
up.
him,
Assist us.
Back me up.
Fine, I will assist.
or don't. Whatever.
I mean, please.
What status it int?
Yes.
Yeah, it's int.
We're good. He
Drive
takes.
this way, stupid.
We just take that roll.
So you get a
um,
+1.
Seriously, I should have been the one to forget.
Well, now obviously.
That's how this always works. You've been you're batting 1,000.
I mean,
right
to
now,
be honest,
Victor,
if the guy
That's
passes the assistance,
So I get 1 with assist, and then 1 for the Rain Man. So the numbers.
yeah, you're fine.
Hey!
Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Who's actually piloting the ship? Victor, or is it Varric?
Thorn.
I got you.
Thorn.
All right. So there's a scene where you can see that like Eva. I don't know if you guys kicked her out of the cockpit, but she tried to make her way in, and she's trying to like peek her head in to see what it's like to fly a ship. You think perhaps she's never seen such a thing?
Yeah, no, Eva can stay. Besnia we'd kick out.
Okay, Besnia's not there. There's a scene where, like, Varric is piloting the ship, and there's this array of numbers. It's like a holographic cube of numbers that that is being wrestled. Now, hold on. You have a minus. You did have a -2 to that, but you're still golden, right?
Yeah, so I did not add in any minuses. I just added the +2, so that would be
Yeah, because you have
tracking 2.
2 levels of disrepair, I believe.
Yeah, we
Yes.
still have 2 levels. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. So you get a -2 to that.
No, it's totally repaired.
And but you guys also do not have a star map for this system.
What? Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, shit.
Lost
that's
in
right.
spice.
So that's another
Shit.
-2.
It's okay.
So it brings you
Shit.
down to 7.
That's still a pass.
But that is still enough to pass.
It's okay.
By the-
Unstoppable.
But you hit an asteroid and you get another -2.
But you guys are gonna end up in like the wrong, like for a there's gonna be a real panic moment 6 days from now where you're like, wait, we're in the wrong place. But no, you're on the wrong side of the planet.
It's like, yeah, the planet's just behind us. We're like, oh right.
Yeah, that's
Space.
happen.
We end up facing Zingfu like, no, turn around.
There's a situation where Varric is at the helm. He's flipping some switches. He's got his hand on a joystick of some capacity, and he looks over and points at the holographic image for a second. You see the captain trying to brush him away as he's working with the navigation. The camera zooms out, and you can see you can see Eva trying to get a look at what's going on and stuff. She's sort of peeking her head around the corner of the door. the camera continues to zoom out, and you see the head of the ship as the ship rockets past the camera, and you see this red planet that you guys are leaving behind. And you guys rocket off into space.
Space.
We were never seen again.
That's right.
Now the real fun begins.
Right. So, you guys fly on off into space. It's, you know,
I get my
fun.
gun back from Ava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like still on the table where you left it, but you see that there's like a little like piece of cloth that's on top of it,
Huh.
like a little scarf kind of thing, like a little handkerchief over it.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna be just churtling through space for the next 6 days. So that makes it whenever you guys are gonna pop out. Just make sure I do this right.
Be the 31st. No, there is no 31st.
So it's the first.
So it's the first.
Do I not need to do a piloting check?
No, you don't.
Vehicle
Not yet.
space? No?
And if we're drilling,
Nope.
Or wait, no. If we left on the 26th, it'd be the 2nd when we come out.
oh yeah, sorry, we had to sleep. So yeah, it's the second.
Yeah, that's right.
November.
Right. That's correct. It will be the 2nd of November.
A Monday, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! 6 days.
So, while you guys are hurtling through space, what are you guys doing? Like, what does 6 days look like?
Cool.
Petrie is actually really well behaved and doesn't drink while the girls are on board.
Aww.
But you're going
that's
through all
so
the
endearing.
withdrawals?
You guys need to hire her. Like, you need to hire
We
one of
need
these
this
girls.
because like he's going
Yeah.
to.
To keep Petrie in line.
Yeah, so what does he do? Like, I don't know what Petrie's like, sober. Like,
Nobody does.
Yeah, exactly.
he has a different accent. He's like, "Good day, mate. How's it going?"
That would be strange.
He was never Russian to
No.
begin with.
He was never. I was never
was the
Russian
vodka.
at all.
Right. When he's not making sure that this rickety space bucket isn't falling apart. I think he spends a little bit of time, like, if Eva or what are the girls' names again? I can
Eva
never.
and
Eva and Vesny.
Vesnia.
Vesnia.
Vesnia. If they're hanging out like in the mess hall or something, he'll probably spend a little bit of time like talking to them, like asking what their life is like on Vanguard, like, you know, what happened with their parents, like trying to get to know them a little bit better.
We'll do that in a second.
Sure.
I gotta get there.
Aside from that, he's I don't think what he would do in his free time. Like, probably has like some books that he reads.
Okay.
Just to pass the time.
Sure. You're reading a book. It's called like How to Learn Chinese in 30 Simple Steps. It's an old book, but you're all familiar with it.
Mhm.
There's a couple manga that are lying around. I don't know if you're gonna try and delve into the purple bubblegum way of life, the lifestyle.
Petrie watched a couple episodes. He can't get into it. It's not
I
his
gotcha.
thing.
That's fine. We'll discover what Petrie likes soon enough.
Yeah. Actually,
What
made him
is-
a little sad, but
Aw.
for personal reasons.
I know. It's very sad. So we'll say, Varric, what do you do while you're hanging out on the ship? What does 6 days look like for you?
Well, first day he'll try to figure out or obtain information about the world they're going to, because it sounds like
You can't
the
do
guy
that
said-
while you're in drill.
You can't access the space internet when you're in drill.
No, talk to
Yeah.
you guys.
No, he talked to me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Sounds like you guys have been there, so I should figure
I
out
gotcha.
what to
Oh, yeah.
expect.
No problem, no problem.
And then from the stories they tell me, I would assume then I should probably be prepared for bandits or raiders. So he spends a lot of the time like preparing his weapons, taking them apart, reassembling them, like, you know, again, that's due, and just avoiding Vesnia like you wouldn't believe.
Are you
She
familiar
enters a
with
room,
French
he leaves
Bulldog Raiders?
What?
Are you familiar with French Bulldog Raiders? Because Petrie doesn't remember what they were called.
Yes.
Bloodhound.
I am not.
I'll let you roll a culture criminal check. This is a tough one, though.
I'm
This
not
is
even versed in
intelligence.
that, so.
Well, you're not gonna make it then. Don't worry about it. No, you've never heard of him.
Fuck it, rolled anyway.
You totally
It's
wasted
fine. You still don't know.
it.
I do not know.
No, it's fine. That would have been a tough one. It was a 10 was the difficulty. So you almost got it, actually.
They're called
but
the Wushao Bros.
There you go. the legendary Wushao. That's the campaign villain, just to let y'all know.
Oh, yeah.
They're out for
Nailed it.
revenge now.
They're run by a notorious cabbie. Few know her name. Only
I love her.
only her legend. Anyway. So I got you, and you're polishing your gun.
Making sure it's all maintained.
Literally, not metaphorically. And sure, gotcha. And just sort of trying to soak up what you can of information about the planet. Victor, what are you doing? What is 6 days like as you guys chortle through space?
Probably, I mean, kind of like Petrie, he would engage the two passengers a little bit. To try to smooth things over with Vesnia, but that would probably just look like her stabbing him with verbal barbs and him not paying it too much heed. Building up a friendly rapport that way, and trying to be a little I just speak with them a little bit, find out what their goals are, like what they're looking to seek on whatever planet they're going to. Just kind of chilling like that, and then probably if either are interested, and it's understandable if Eva wasn't, but maybe he and Cole introduces them to Princess Bubblegum.
Mm-hmm.
Some gets them hooked. We'll see.
Totally don't watch it, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So Cole, what are you doing? What does 6 days look like for Daniel Cole?
So one of the 2 of the days would have been Cole trying to remember a nice spot where we could lay the ship down near the ocean, so they could go, because like he's like probably used to go there quite often back when he was younger, like to his common place to hang out.
You've got like a really fucking old map.
Yeah, I've got like
you're
a
not
really
gonna-
old map.
should work.
And I'm like, and I'm trying to draw little circles on it, like maybe there. And there's nothing like what it's going to be when we get there.
No, this planet's actually a big cube.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel that.
So yeah, is that
I feel that that's most time, like first 2 days, maybe he might do that, try and remember. But then he would try and hang out with the group,
that music took a weird turn?
Yeah, went a bit hardcore.
I didn't expect a guitar solo.
That's when Daniel Cole comes in
that-
playing death
that caught me
metal.
off guard.
Jazz.
That caught me off guard.
It did me to my.
Um,
But yeah, you come out and hang with Captain, and he would reluctantly watch Purple Bubblegum, but he'd pretend that he doesn't want to watch it. But he really is just like
Okay.
he's also translating as well at the same time. It's like so burst out and every time. But yeah, not he wouldn't be like rushing around the ship. He'd be chilling.
Okay. Absolutely. So, so now we're gonna look on over at Petrie and Victor. So you guys are trying to chat with the girls, like you're just trying to catch them, like when they're eating breakfast or something along those lines. Trying to catch them a moment alone.
Yeah.
All right, are you trying to catch like a conversation with both of them? Are you trying to get one specifically, or is it just like fucking whoever you can find alone first? Not in like a weird way, but like
Whether they're
Um,
together or alone doesn't really matter. Just Petrie's, having breakfast at the same time or any particular meal, like they're in the same room.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and roll me. And Victor, are you trying to catch both of them? Just one of them? Like,
I mean, probably both of them, but more for like the question asking would probably be more towards Ava than Vesnia. Vesnia seems pretty extra guarded.
sure. Go ahead, Petrie, and roll me a d4. So, one morning, Petrie, you walk in, and the girls are up a little bit before everybody else. You can hear the shower from Victor's room as you stretch and get your way out. Make your way down the hallway. Your foot falls on the metal, the cold metal against your feet as you wake up, and you see the two girls are sitting around. You've noticed for the last like 3 days they've been eating like the equivalent of like the ship's cereal kind of deal. It's like atrocious. And you think they don't know how to do anything else with it, but they don't ask. And they're sitting at a table right now, sort of speaking to each other in Spanish, so you don't really know what they're saying, but you do hear Vesnia kind of squint. You see Vesnia squint a little bit, and she's like, "Purple bubble gum?" And then they keep talking in Spanish.
Petrie smiles a little like that at that, but like doesn't stare right at them. He gets his morning caf and bowl of whatever it is. I don't know. What would we say is like oatmeal-ish, or
It's like
substance from the
yeah,
Matrix?
it's like a protein substance matrix that you can make into like various forms. They generally taste like cream of wheat, but like you can make it a little different in various capacities, for
Change
a little
the
variety.
texture a bit, yeah.
Add like salt, like an amount of salt and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So it's not like you want to kill yourself, but it's kind of like if you've ever been like a cheap hotel for too long, everything kind of starts to taste the same.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
All right.
Like the difference between like the brisket and the morning sausage is indistinguishable kind of situation.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll get myself some of that and have a seat at the table, like probably like across from them.
Mhm.
Dobro jutro, ladies.
Buenos dias, she says. Says Eva. Vesnia kind of raises a spoon, sort of and then shoves it in her mouth, big mouthful.
This is like a couple days into the trip, I'm guessing.
Yeah, this is probably like 2 days or so into the trip. This is probably like the third morning or something.
Okay.
You can see like every day on board the ship, like you'll see that Vesnia seems to be wearing like the same thing almost every day, but maybe a different color. She'll have like combat boots on and like baggy pants with like a tank top or something and like a heavy jacket of a heavy leather jacket that she always wears.
Mhm.
You see that Eva's a little bit more of the girly girl kind of character, and she tends to wear she'll wear like a skirt or something along those lines with like a knitted top or something, and she'll wear like a scarf is a pretty common thing that you'll see she has wrapped around her neck or something like that.
Okay. Are you doing all right so far on the ship? Any questions? Everything comfortable?
Well, and then Vesnia interrupts. What is your name? Petrie? Literally,
Petrie.
nothing is comfortable on this ship.
Well, I will not argue with that. This is true.
You see Vesnia gets kind of a smirk from that and goes to keep eating. Eva chimes in. It's like, do you know how to make... She kind of puts her spoon and kind of into the bowl. It moves, and she's like, anything else?
It's basically the same, but you can make it a little different. Yes. He'll get up and be like, "Here, I'll show you."
Vesnia picks her head up immediately. Can you make it warm?
We can make it warm.
Her eyes.
Or is
kinda
that
light
not
up.
the case? Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No, I'll say you guys, you can make something warm.
It's basically
Okay.
no. It's like
If it was that bad, your ship literally you would all die. Like this.
Yeah.
no. So you can't make it warm, but
Yeah,
you have to
having
pull
fever
out like a
after a day.
fire, like one of the things of the wall. You pull it off and it starts
Yeah.
heating.
one of those old-timey furnaces
Yeah.
descends from the sub. You have to put some firewood into it.
Yeah, we just bring up a coal heater.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go over to the like.
You throw in some like family pictures of some old crew members and
Oh, that
There
hurts.
is warm.
Makes it taste extra sweet.
That's right.
No.
Anyway.
So I'll go over to the panel that controls it and show them like what the various buttons do, and crispier versus softer, and hot
I-
versus
yeah, it's a lot of
Cold.
textural like
Uh-huh.
flavor. You see that you see that she goes ahead. You see Eva is kind of like she's a little reluctant, and she's like oh like this, and she goes ahead and she kind of like tentatively reaches her hand out, and you hear like a and like you see that Vesnia's just like emptied like a bunch of shit onto her tray now, and like steam is rolling off of it, and she's kind of trying to catch it all. And she's swearing under her breath. She's able. You see that there's something roughly equivalent of like a sort of orange juice and like a sausage, that of which Eva seems to go for, like some sliced up little sausage, and she sits back down. Thank you very much, Mr. Petrie.
There's no problem, and just Petrie is fine.
You can see Vesnia is like tilted the tray up and is like emptying it into her mouth, like because it's like almost none of it's in the bowl, and she's gracias, señorita.
Still being a bitch. Gotta want to kill her.
It's part of her charm. So I'll start eating mine as well. So it's just you two on planet. You have no other family?
Nope.
No.
Eva shakes her head. No, it's just the two of us.
What about your parents? They're not from Vingard, or?
No one's from Vingade, but Eva kind of swallows a bit well. And Vesnia chimes in. They died.
I'm sorry.
Vesnia nods. My our father, he died in a mining accident, and my mother died giving birth to me.
It's very sorry. Very bad, I am sorry.
It's okay. I have my sister. She kind of smiles and
This is important. My parents died when I was 17. Just me and my brother. So it's good that you two, that you have each other, that you stay together.
Eva smiles. She goes, certainly helps to, have someone you can trust.
So, what is it you do in Vingard? For a living?
She kind of looks over at Vesnia. You see Vesnia kind of, and like some of like the porridge that comes from her nose, and she starts coughing.
I will push the napkin dispenser towards her slightly.
Yeah, she takes too many, and is doing her best. Ava says, "Well, she helped with the Montenegro Industries, helped them sort of schedule the grav transports of the mined equipment and things like that."
Oh. It's brain work.
Hers is more physical, says Vesnia, sort of wiping some of this. The there's still like a little bit right above her lip, but I I was a prostitute at Chimoroha.
Do I get the read that she's like super embarrassed about this?
You get the feeling that like she's not proud of it. You get the feeling, but like you also get the feeling that it's kind of like this isn't her first time she's had to tell someone this information, so it's like it doesn't feel great, but she's kind of dealt with it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
We do.
Dimitri's not sure what to say.
We all do what we have to do to survive.
This is true. Why I'm here. Do what we have to do. Well, if there's anything you ladies need while you are with us, you let me know.
What happened to him? Says Vesnia. Armando, your brother.
He died in an accident.
There's a lot of those. Lo siento. She says I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Are we like all slowly learning little bits of Spanish because they're on the ship?
Probably.
Awesome. I'll just
Games
add half
can be-
Spanish to my language.
Games about fictional universes can still be educational, kids.
That's right.
That's right, a rainbow. LeVar Burton waves. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
At that moment, Varric will walk on, looking all just woken up and kind of just walks over to the food dispenser, makes something that looks kind of like porridge, and then grumbles his way off to the cockpit just to make sure they're still on the right course.
Yeah. You see, Eva says, "Buenos dias."
Morning.
And Vesni is still kind of looking at you, Petrie, and she kind of nods, and then continues eating. Slurps loudly.
Yep.
All right, and we'll go ahead and cut the scene there, unless there's anything else you want to ask about.
No. Just for the rest of the trip, if they're ever like together, probably he'll try to teach them a little Russian and see if they'll teach him a little Spanish.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah. Go ahead and I'll say go ahead and give yourself go ahead and give yourself a bonding point to each of the sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. So now Victor. So like what is like are you just like looking to like kind of catch one of them alone in sort of a situation?
Like,
Like, what's your-
both together's fine actually. Just the thing like Petrie won't be a long chat or anything, but yeah, both together would be fine.
All right. I'll say. Daniel Cole and Victor. Roll me a d20.
Going down.
I win.
Oh shit.
That's true. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Cole, you're resting up. You're healing up with your wounds that have been bandaged up.
Yeah, I'll be resting, but I mean, I can walk around and talk a little bit, but try and rest the most as I can.
Okay, you'll get something different then.
Fine.
I will say, one evening, as you guys are kind of, bottling up for the night. It's obviously there's no day or night, but you guys still make a time schedule because otherwise, like, it's going to be an absolute shit show when you land on a planet. So you guys still hold by a basic time schedule while you're doing this. Yes. And I
Sorry,
will
did the
s-
mic pick that up? That was probably
Yeah,
really
it
loud.
totally did.
Sorry.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Now I know what I was gonna ask.
Aha!
I murder one of them. No.
No, it's just a thing. I'll
We
do
all
later.
know which
That's
one.
fine.
Ava, of course.
And I will say because Daniel Cole is chilling out. Victor, one evening while most people have kind of gone off to sleep, or whatever the case may be, you kind of step out into the hallway to go double check on the coordinates for the nav screen, and you hear this.
This intrigues Victor. Victor will kind of seek out the source of the sound.
Yeah. Are you wearing like you're like have we been invaded by elves? Listen, always elves are everywhere. You just can't see them. That's the problem.
Oh shit.
Darn elves.
Yeah, you probably recognize this. I'll say, Victor, as you know, this is one of your boys. You're a fan of
Yep.
you know,
Oops.
and this is of course Tchaikovsky. So you know what's going down. And you look around and you can see that one of the girls' rooms, the door is like it was meant to be closed, but it's like slightly ajar, and the music seems to be sort of coming from there.
Okay, I'll listen for a little. I'll look in. Excuse me.
As you poke your head in before you say anything, you can see that Eva is there, and she's currently not facing you. She has like her comm pad set up and seems to be playing the music from there. She's got like a towel wrapped around her waist that like seems like it was higher, but it's fallen a little lower. And with her back turned to you, she seems to be slowly kind of dancing, very carefully. And you notice that she is a very pretty girl. You know, you can tell this obviously, but you do notice why she's been wearing scarves all this time, as she has some extensive bruising around her neck. And so she's standing there just sort of dancing, and she doesn't notice that the door is open as you poke your head in.
Once I see the state she's in, I'll pull my head out and clear my throat and knock on the door.
Oh, you can hear like her kind of panic a little bit, and the music immediately stops. And she goes ahead and she goes to the door, and you just see her head kind of poke through. You can see that it's kind of tied back a little bit, and she's clearly just recently gotten out of the shower or something.
Good time of space day, is it?
Ninth-ish.
Night. It's
good
what
night-ish.
should be time for everybody to
Would
bed
be.
down.
Okay. Good evening, Ava. Sorry if I interrupted you.
I'm sorry. Was the music too loud?
No, please. I didn't know you were a fan. Tchaikovsky is one of my countrymen.
She kind of.
Sorta. I mean, like distantly, yo.
Ancestral.
Maybe. He's from Saratov. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Yeah. In our history books, just like the Shakespeare's best when it's read in the original Klingon.
Oh, I got you. I understand.
Yeah.
She smiles. She goes, "Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to bother anyone. I'm sorry, I didn't like you up or anything."
Oh, no, not at all. It was I believe, Swan Lake. One of my favorite pieces of his.
She kind of smiles. She goes, "It was one of my mother's old. Can I help you?"
Yes, I was hoping to speak with you if I'm not interrupting anything. This is a bad time.
I just got out of the shower. Could you give me a minute?
Of course. I'll step back.
Door closes. You hear some ruffling, things like that, some rummaging around and stuff. Um, finally, the door opens back up, and she's wearing like some shorts with like a big, like obviously like a men's T-shirt or something, right? That says Montenegro mining, and then something in Spanish, like some sort of little phrase, and it's got like a gruff-looking guy on it. You get the feeling like this is like a miner's kind of thing. And she's got like a sort of a small little like scarf tied around her neck, like a little, like almost like a handkerchief kind of deal, sort of tied around her neck. And she smiles. She goes, yeah. And she steps on through the doorway and closes it behind her, her bare feet on the hard metal.
Do I still see her neck?
Not right now. She's covered up with the scarf.
She's wearing a scarf again. When she peeked around the door, did
she was trying very hard to hide it.
Okay.
I get the feeling that this is on purpose.
Yeah. No, I get you.
I mean, you could say you saw it. I mean,
yeah. No, I'm with you. Okay, and also, so this is just to make sure I understood. They want to go to Jingfu.
They want to go to not Vengade.
Okay, but they're like they were given either they could leave them and try to get them transport to Jingfu, or we could take them to somewhere else.
They turned down your transport idea, and they want to go with you to Kishi.
Right. Okay, but they don't. So they want to transport from Kishi to Jingfu.
They didn't really discuss any major degree.
Okay. There was no major committal one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Eva, I wanted to ask, did you or your sister, do you have any plans for, I know you're not particular on where you're going, but do you have any plans on what you do for work? Do you have any contacts, any resources, any anything like that?
Well, we don't really know anybody. But I've done some studies, and I'm pretty good with money, and so I was thinking maybe I could be like a teller or something, somewhere along those lines. And my sister, she's good at a lot of things, except for keeping her mouth shut. But we think that perhaps like maybe she could, if we're going to Jingfu, then maybe she could be a sort of like learn a little bit more about the area. She's really good at sort of being out there, and she could be a guide or something with some learning and help in that regard somehow, maybe.
I see. If you don't mind, I'd like to get some more information about your education and your skill set, as well as your sister's. I know you don't have any contacts, but
she kind of furrows her brow.
I know some people on Jingfu, and I can try to arrange employment for you. You get on planet. I have some contacts through Al-Habash, and might be able to arrange something for you so that you're not going to a planet with no means of employment and having to start at square one. At least gives you something to start with and someone you would know.
She nods and she says, yeah, I mean that's yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Mr. Dorkoff.
All right, very good. You could put together nothing too formal, but something of a resume, just so I can ensure you're placed in the appropriate positions. I'll reach out to my contact once we arrive at Kishi.
But
yeah, Zoe Jai, we got. We'll get. We know a girl there. We collectively have a girlfriend there. So.
Sure. Yeah. So is that kind of all you're gonna point out there?
Um, yeah, I'll start to leave, and I'll just turn around. I'm sorry for the way you were treated back on Vingade. You'll do well on Kishi. It's a good planet, lawful planet, a modern planet.
She smiles and she goes, "It's fine. Everything's fine. Can I have
Very
Mr.
well.
Dorkov?"
Good night.
She goes back inside. There's kind of like a pause, and then once again, you hear the music kind of starts to start up again. Okay. All right. So, anything else you guys doing? You do heal up, Dale Cole, as you know. You had some medical treatment. There is a med bay, but you have to spend quite a bit of time there.
Yeah.
Before you guys coast on down to Jingfu. Is there anything else you guys want to do over the course of these 6 days? Also, Victor, give yourself a point of bonding with Eva. Is there anything else you guys want to do over the course of these 6 days?
Nothing.
I want to see if I get any responses. Oh, I can't get responses back on my freaking compad. Can I? Ah, damn it!
You can.
Just waiting.
Yep.
You just
Alright.
get responses from Daniel Cole. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, it's
We're
really
in the
annoying.
same ship. What do you want?
He's like, I'm still sore, and
Get me some
your
more pain.
bandages suck.
Where are the painkillers?
Yeah.
The captain has them.
Are you so like when you're hurt? Like, are you like the stoic, like you don't say anything, and then like every so often you get out of the med bay and like stumble through, or are you like really obnoxious? Like, are you like how the stereotypical guy is when he's sick, which is like constantly complaining and demanding help and stuff like that?
I think he's constantly complaining. Definitely. He's just like, guy, come on, man. Change my
Do
bandage.
the TV
Sorry.
show staple of giving him a bell. We take it away in a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some food. It's like slid under your door, under the like med bay door. And the first like 2
It's like I'm a
days, it's like
prisoner.
this like it's like this. It's like this. Well, it's funny. The first 2 days, it's like this shitty cereal thing that just fucking sucks. And then like after around the third day, it's warm now.
I didn't know it could be warm. What the hell?
But like it's fucking everywhere the first time for some reason.
Yeah, it's like really messy.
We've outsourced. We've outsourced your care.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys make your way on a bike, and no one is dead, so that feels good. You guys can see the planet of Kishi kind of from your window. It's this planet that has a sort of yellow tinge to it, like it's got the normal it's clearly you got some earthen capacity to it of various elements, but roughly something that effectively equals up to dirt. But you can see a sort of yellowish tinge to it. There's one centralized sort of ocean that's there, but it's fairly small. Like it's smaller than like it's definitely not like the size of like the Atlantic or anything. It's like maybe the size of like the Indian Ocean or something. It's not very large. But like you can see that like the rims of it are like kind of dried up to a degree. Like it's like clearly even from space you could see that there's a lower degree of it than like what it previously was. As you guys coast on over the planet's sort of situation.
Do we see anything that looks like water processing plants?
I will say that you don't, but you do kind of know where there would be like, the thing about the ruined planet is that like it was once like a harbor for like very impressive tech level stuff, and you can sense where there's some like heightened like basically power levels of something, and you think that perhaps somewhere there If you did like a lower level flyby, you could try to find something like that. Make sure you guys go ahead and consume all that delicious
6 days worth, 6 people worth.
resources.
How many resources?
36 person days.
Yep, that's correct. 36 person days of good old fashioned ship resources.
Oh, well, we go down from 80 to 44.
There you go. So you got 4 to spare.
Are we shipping the girls off, or are they staying on the ship?
We'll try to arrange to have them shipped off. So, yeah, I guess when we get there, as we'll start scanning for the vessels to move the water in. Once we get access to the interwebs again, I'll put in, I don't know what's easier, a call or an email to my old buddy Baruch.
I mean, an email will you call, he might be busy or something. So if you'd rather just an email,
All right, I'll do an email. Yeah, I'll just write that up to you.
Okay, sure.
And then,
Hey,
and then is
are
there
you
like
here?
is there like a taxi service?
No.
Interplanetary
space taxi?
service? Space taxi?
There's no.
We call our old
Space Uber?
Chinese lady. Is
Space Uber?
she upgraded by now?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Hi.
Right there.
All right. One moment. No, that doesn't happen.
There is no.
Aw.
There is no services on this planet.
I will send her that idea via email to see if she wants to start up Space Uber.
Gotcha. Sounds super expensive, but yeah. So yeah, so you can talk to him and try to arrange something like that if you want.
I'd come up to Varric in the cockpit. I'll try and show him the map that I've got, the old map, and I'm like trying to like figure out whereabouts that was when I was looking. I'm like, this doesn't look anything.
Yeah.
But maybe just down there.
You show him a board.
Yeah. How? What? This is not my home planet. We're the wrong place.
Are you guys going straight for water extraction situation? Like, what's y'all's plan here?
Yeah, I mean, plan 1 is just to find any, if it's water extraction or whatever, but yeah, we need to find somewhere where we're likely to find containers for the water, and I guess some sort of pump or mechanism.
Yeah, I was just about storage.
I'll spend a while deciphering the map given to me by what's-his-face. Cole.
Can I roll like a planetary thing to see if I know where there might have been a water storage place?
Through a culture world.
Yeah, culture world. Of Helena, I believe. That's where.
Yeah. Yeah, you know where you know a place where like because of the nature of like the planet, like as I mentioned earlier, like they would use water extraction to start other colonies and stuff. They just have like like a starting basin just so that people could get going. You know where one of the larger cities, like basically one like the capital city basically was, and that they would have something there.
Yeah, so I kind of look out for the horizon. I'm like looking from like right about there, and I kind of point it out, say, fly over that way.
Yeah.
I will head in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you up to, Petrie?
Just making sure the cargo bay is good to go. So as soon as we find these containers, the process of getting them on the ship is going to be as quick and efficient as possible.
Sure.
I'm sure it's going to be very
Making sure
fast. We're going to be very smooth.
Lots of straps and cable ties.
Yeah.
Ready.
I just thought about being a horrible asshole and being like, all right, you don't have enough for the grab vehicle and the...
and that's where I murder you.
That's where we say, well, Vengata had a good run.
They're all dead.
That's another planet we can never go back to.
Yeah, but at least this time there's no one there who's pissed at us. They're just corpses. So,
I just
We can go back there and start up the mining. We become rich.
We can go to Pegasus now.
That's
That's it.
Right. I will stop in, or poke my head in, or call the captain briefly and just ask, are we going to be sending off our passengers before we start going down and poking into maybe a wasp nest, or are they staying aboard until we get water?
They're staying aboard until we get a response. We need to continue with our schedule to get water. We can arrange transport as we go.
Or they can
Okay.
stay on
Are
the
they
ship.
going to stay aboard a ship?
I will leave it up to them. They're certainly not required to come with us, but perhaps Vesnia would not mind lending a hand. But we'll see.
We can
Okay.
keep them as permanent residents of the ship.
They're ours now.
Yeah.
Now we're in the slave trade.
Wow.
That's
That's-
not going to happen.
That's not where I was going with that, but okay.
Dark. Granted, I always want to kill her,
it,
so...
it could happen for exactly like half of a session, and then you'd have to all roll new characters.
Yeah, because something.
something bad would happen.
Oh no.
Because I've got a character sheet in front of me titled "The Devil," and you guys don't want to meet this person. So anyway, are you gonna hold like a meeting or something as Barrick is gonna cruise on by? You go to sort of a heavy, sort of metropolitan-esque kind of area. It's definitely like a highly. You can tell that it like once was like a very impressive, like an impressive city, rather high tech, but now it seems to be largely in ruins. You can see, most of the territory has been overtaken by fauna that have been growing around here. Plants are wrapped around poles, and most of the sidewalks and stuff are just riddled with grass that's like partially like overtaken them or broken holes within them. You can see that's what you sort of see sort of flying overhead.
Very apocalyptic looking.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll hold a quick meeting to review what the plan of action is.
Okay.
All right. So we think it's likely that there's water containment vessels here.
Are the girls allowed in this, by the way? Just
Yes. Yeah. So I say, so we believe there are water containment vessels here. I ask, looking at Mr. Cole.
Yeah, from what I remember, there used to be an old water plant here. It used to help start new businesses. They might have some containers.
Very good. So the plan is we'll navigate as close to it as we can, form a quick scan, see if there's anything obvious. I can't imagine there will be anything. I'm not expecting any danger here, but we'll land. Anyone who wishes to can then exit. We'll enter the facility, see if we have the equipment, and then with the aid of our grav vehicle, we'll get the necessary containers loaded on board the ship, and as well as some sort of pump.
you see Vesnia lean over to Eva, and she goes, "Anyone who cares to. What do you think he's talking about?" And she gives Eva gives Vesnia kind of a dirty look, and she goes, "I'm kidding. I'll be coming along, senor."
You are most welcome to.
Do you know how to use a weapon?
She does.
She says,
He's really good with a knife.
"I know how to use a knife, Mr. Petrie." Petrie.
How are you with a rifle?
Más o menos. Eva just shakes her head, just
No, please don't give her
Behind
that.
Better knife then. Or actually, no. Petrie's gonna pull out his stun baton and offer it to her. You can use knife. You can use this.
she takes it, looks at her. She kind of snaps it for a moment. Gracias.
De nada.
Thorn.
Mhm.
We find Thorn unconscious in the cargo bay.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You've already
Alright,
given
so,
me my grenade back, FYI, so you don't have that anymore.
Forgot to get rid of it from my inventory.
Eva, if you wish to stay on the ship, which I'd recommend, Would be
alone
again, you
in
have
this
my-
desolate planet. You'd be fine.
You have my number.
Works.
I'll show her the cockpit. You can sit in the cockpit if you'd like. There's viewports here and here. There's a cam feed here.
Don't press
Yeah,
this button here.
She says, I'll go ahead and just stay here, and she asks, like, how will I like call for help if something happens, or like if I need to talk to you, or
You already have my number from the last time we left you alone on the ship unattended.
okay.
So that's the best way. You have Mr. Coles as well, I believe. Just let us know if anything comes up. Again, don't open the door for anyone who's not us. These are the cameras and viewports. Should anyone approach? If you see anything, just let us know.
How close have we effectively parked this ship to this collection of buildings we're going to head to?
You see that like you can park. There's sort of a park area, like something that used to be like a central park kind of thing, like some sort of large park area. It's a clearing that you could try to park the ship in. Like if you're able to drive the whole way there on Grav, then you could probably get to there in 15 minutes or so. But if you have to get off and walk, it could take longer.
Hmm.
If you were to just straight walk there, it would probably take like an hour or so.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So I've loaded up
Okay.
some weapons out.
Yep.
Gear up, suit up, strap on.
I grabbed the broom first and then realized I picked up the broom and put it back down and grabbed the rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Petrie, you gonna be okay to drive? You're not drunk.
Yeah, I can drive.
You guys are freezing up a little bit for me. What was that question?
Are you okay to drive because you're not drunk?
I'll be fine.
Figured I'd ask.
Not to
Remember, she
not to
could...
be pushy, but I think I have a little more practice with one of those, Petrie, says Vesnia.
It's true. She can drive.
Usually, let
Then-
her drive.
By all means.
She kind of nods. She's got like a backpack that she's got slung over her shoulder. All right, girls, get in the car. And she hops on in.
Yeah. Now, is this graph car like a hard top or convertible or what is
It's a
it?
hard top.
Hard top. Okay.
Is there any way to sit
Um,
like in like a is like a back ute kind of area like you could sit in?
sorry.
Somehow I could sit out like seeing outside. Or not?
Like
Is
you
it
could kind
fully
of.
enclosed?
I mean, it's fully enclosed, but like you could kind of sit like kind of on the back, sort of. But like she couldn't go as quick, right?
All right, yeah. That's alright.
Because you'd fall off.
Yeah,
but-
that's alright. I'll just sit inside.
I have cable ties.
No,
Mhm.
Strap you to the roof.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Strap-ons and cable ties, huh? It's that kind of sheep. And so you guys are all packed up and hopping into the Grav vehicle.
Yep.
Um,
How are we on weapons? Petrie's got a rifle and a revolver.
rifle, pistol, laser rifle,
Laser rifle,
SMG.
SMG, pistol.
We've all got
and grenades from.
yeah,
Oh,
no, yeah,
few
two
grenades.
grenades.
Few grenades.
2 grenades left.
2 grenades.
Okay. I'm just thinking about seating arrangements, like who wants the window seats.
Well, I figured me and Cole will have the window seats for easy shooting.
Yeah.
You get to be
Well, there are
protected
3
by our
window
bodies.
seats.
there are 3 window seats.
Oh, but I figure the boss is beside her.
And Petrie's will be squeezed in the back.
Yes, we need to protect our engineer.
Yes.
Yep. Hide behind our bodies like before.
He's also the guy with the las patches,
Yeah.
so
That's
keep that in
right.
mind.
I had the medkit, didn't I? Or no?
You still got to make it, yeah.
You might have the midget, yeah.
But we need the
Why
last
do I
patch
not
first.
have that
Like,
in mind?
Yeah, last patch and then medkit. All right. We got our seating arrangements. We just sit next to the lovely Vesnia, so we'll head on out.
Okay. So you guys start trucking along. Whenever see something here. Okay. So you guys start trucking along, and you can see that you're just driving through a mess, right? You can see that like there are not too many cars here. You think that like whatever must have happened, people must have tried to evacuate or have evacuated in some capacity, but you do see a couple that have like a tree growing through it and things of this nature. You can see various like birds that sort of fly up in the air as you guys hurtle down one of the streets in the grab vehicle. Vesnia is constantly looking back, asking for direction. Where am I going now? I do not understand. I'm going left now.
No, right, right.
Are you too slow, senor? Alright, Cochina, turn around and turn around.
Yeah.
So
Like Cole's trying to keep an eye on the buildings, but he has to keep going. No, stop, turn.
Right. You see like birds flying in as you guys rocket on down, but they're not from here. They're from here. They're not like something that you're familiar with. They're some sort of alien species or something.
Have I ever seen them before?
Yeah, you've probably seen these birds before. They're just birds. But you do know that like this planet does have like little creepy crawlies that are not so nice.
Yeah. Definitely.
You guys drive by and you can see that like it's one of those things where like one of the billboards that previously was over, like even though everything else is dead, like and has been dead for decades, like the billboard is still powered somehow. And you can see it's like flashing advertisements for like, you know, a certain toothpaste and another thing for like for something called you know, Fuxiao Technologies. And you know, you see something for Zoijai augments, but like the image of the augmentation is like really bad. Like it's obviously very dated.
Quite outdated.
Mm-hmm. You guys keep trucking along. Whenever finally you come to an area where like one of the buildings through time and degradation has like toppled in front of you, and you guys are gonna have to hoof it. You make it about halfway there.
Okay.
Alright. Run out.
Guess we're parking here.
Okay. She goes ahead and stops the vehicle way too quickly. Oh, sorry, senoras. And then she goes ahead and lets it lower. Then she hobbles on out. Vesnia hobbles on out.
Cole will
What are the...
run up the rubble, see if he
Yeah.
can see anything.
Go ahead and roll me like a perception check.
+1 for 9 for the sight.
Okay.
A bullet flies into my head.
Mhm.
I take over the sniper.
You saw it. You saw it coming, though.
I did. It was good.
Now, Petrie has a +1 perception to smells. Do I smell anything?
You do.
Follow your nose.
Yeah. Because you did a 15.
That was me.
That's with the +1. So yes.
Okay. That's impressive. But
Very
yeah,
very
something
sensitive
smell.
nose.
That's Max. He crit that.
Yes. So
I
he smells
smell them
way more
coming
than
from
I do.
3
right?
miles off.
I
The
smell
population
water.
died off exactly 39 years ago. No.
I smell a water container.
1 second. Before you say anything, I have to do something.
Yeah. I smell cheese.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Petrie's gonna like get his rifle off his shoulder and look around warily. I smell something like a wet dog.
Vesnia points at Varric and says, I think that's him, senor.
No, I know what he smells like. He's not this.
I don't
Get out the SMG.
see nothing. Some more ruined buildings. Not much else.
Well,
May just be some of the local fauna, but
keep our eyes up.
Yes. Keep your nose clear.
Okay.
If you know what direction we're going, I would like to kind of like sneak ahead and keep a lookout.
Okay.
Just walk cautiously.
So yeah, as he's cold, like, yeah, I think I just heard something scattering in the building over there.
Hmm.
You might be right, Petrie. Let's keep an eye out.
Yeah, so you're like, so wait, what are you doing, Varric?
Kind of like wanting to sneak ahead, do a little bit of scouting in the direction we want to go. Is that like the building that we think that wet dog is that where we want to go?
And
Is that
as
just
he
off to the
heads off
side?
onto his own, we all head off back.
He dies.
No, stealth always works. So
Always.
100% of the time. So no, like, they can't sense like a direction specifically with this, but like you do know the general direction of like where you guys are going, which is like you basically go over this building, which is where like right now presumably Daniel Cole is standing on top of, kind of looking at everybody, and Petrie's looking around kind of nervously with his rifle at the ready.
Yep.
Well, then I'll go up to the top of the rubble pile to Cole and be like, "Do you want to scout ahead, or should I?"
I got pretty good range. If you want to head off, I can cover you.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So for the most part, I'll be heading forward down, I guess, the street that was blocked by the fallen
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
But then I'll be like off to one side of the street, using kind of the buildings for cover and just being cautious.
Absolutely. Can you? I wonder if you can. I guess you can't on this, huh? You can't GM roll something?
You
That's
can. You
bad.
just have to slash GM roll. It's very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
but you can't use the character.
Is there a setting
I-
for it?
I know there is the D&D, but I don't see one here.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to set it up.
Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah.
So yeah, so while you go ahead and sneak off ahead, first we'll say like, go ahead and roll me like a perception check, Daniel Cole, and then just roll that for now.
+1 if it's sight. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
I see everything. I
Cool.
smell everything.
Alright. Well, it does matter because go ahead and you see even though like obviously Varric is a very sneaky man, you still see the general direction of like where he goes as he sort of scampers on off. Everybody except for Varric, go ahead and take off your headset for a GIF. Okay, go ahead and roll me that stealth.
Tell me how I die.
I don't know. Roll stealth.
Am I assisted by that perception check?
No,
I tried.
it's a good try.
It always
I-
works. I would like to re-roll that because I haven't done that yet.
You can do that. Okay.
It got better.
Okay. Strong. Stealth always works.
Every single time, always.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and sneak on off. You wander by a couple of buildings. As you do so, kind of checking down, looking down like dark alleys, which are exceptionally dark, as most of the buildings are dead. You do see like a couple of buildings that you wander by have like a light, like an emergency light that like flickers kind of a little bit, sort of sputtering as you make your way down the lovely street. And so are you like sticking to like close to like the sides of buildings and stuff?
Pretty much, yeah. Just not walking down the dead center of the street, kind of using a building for cover in case something comes at me, effectively.
Okay.
And I'll take moments like at like big intersections or something, or by really like debris covered areas that might have a lot of cover. I'll pause at like the corner of a building and use like the sight of my rifle just to check the area out. Very militant almost, I guess you'd call it.
Mm-hmm. I got you. 1 second. And so while you're kind of sneaking off, go ahead and roll me like a perception check as you're kind of trying to scout ahead a little bit.
Int, wisdom, or charisma?
Wiz. The wisdom.
I'm not expecting much from this.
You don't get much. But you make your way to this area where the crew is probably like, I'll say like 50 meters away or so. Dale Cole's trying to keep an eye on you. And you're sort of scampering around whenever like you come to this sort of like small like department store that you're kind of like lined along the side of. You can see that it has like this weird sign that's written in Chinese, but from your brief studies while you were bored on the ship or something, you do catch the word robotics or something.
I do know Chinese, just so you know.
Oh, you do know Chinese? I didn't remember.
English and Chinese.
But it says like Kenichi Robotics or something, and it looks like sort of like a department store that you can see. Like obviously appears to be looted with like some of the glass kind of broken. There's a couple of cars that are sort of flipped up, and as you kind of scamper over to one, you can feel your feet cracking against the glass underfoot, and you hear something like in front of you, something like something kind of knock over like a garbage can effectively or something a little bit in front of you, and then you hear like something like sort of snarling, and you look behind you, and somewhere behind one of the cars or something, there's something that you just can't quite see, and you realize that you're surrounded by something.
And my first reaction would be to speak into my compad.
Okay.
So he's dead.
So we hear
Bad
the
news.
screams.
Right. Ah! And Vesnia goes, "I am your new PC."
Good lord.
She's so yeah, you guys he sneaks on ahead, you're kind of looking around, and you know generally which direction he's gone off to, Dale Cole, whenever your compad kind of snaps open. You're getting a buzz.
yeah.
Got some bad news for you, Cole.
For me or you?
It's definitely for me, but I hope you have really good line of sight right now, because I think I am surrounded.
Do I spot anything at all?
Let me see here. You rolled what?
An
An 11? I will tell you. What if you see something?
I bet I do, guys. It's not the stealthy
I don't
thing in the
know.
game.
Well, it depends.
They're not.
All right,
they're not
yeah.
ghost dogs.
No, they're not. You can see effectively that Varric has gone over a couple of cars, and you can see that like snarling behind one of them, like right as he crossed over, is one of these sort of gnarly looking dogs. That's like
Yeah, shit.
it's like the size of like a mastiff. Like this is a
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah, I remember hearing about these things. These are nasty little bastards.
Yes.
I'll try and shift a bit to try and get a good aim on it. I might.
Yeah, if you can pick this one off, that
I'll say-
would make it much easier for me.
Go ahead and roll me a go ahead and roll me like a culture this world check. I'll also let anybody who has like culture traveler
Intelligence, yeah.
intelligence, yeah. Nice. Nice.
Why do I even try rolling things?
Because you're the thorn.
So I'll say everyone except so Varric and Petrie, go ahead and take your headset off for a jiff. So Victor and Daniel, you both have heard of something like you know a little bit better, obviously, Daniel, but Victor, you've heard of these as well. These are special little critters that are known as Kothhounds. Koth.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
And you know that Kothhounds were like back on like previously on Earth. Early colonization efforts, like there's like this Koth magnetics that of which existed. And they were known for doing a lot of sort of weird stuff. But one of the things is they did a little sort of xenobiology kind of stuff. And they made these dogs that are sort of like look like mastiffs, but they have this on their flanks. They'll have this massive double helix that's like almost printed onto them. They're almost born this way.
Ooh, neat.
And they're like these basically like genetically modified dogs, that of which are they're like these genetically modified dogs that of which were created to act as like guard dogs and stuff and to help colonists whenever they made it to a new place or whatever. They can like their big benefit too is that like they can eat like anything organic. They can basically break it down.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they are known for being like very intelligent and like very resilient.
Sweet.
Like and when I say very intelligent, I don't mean like they're like a fucking tank. I mean like they're tough for a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've got
hey.
and they run in a pack, so it's not just one or two. It's a couple of these.
Yeah.
I think we establish he was a pack leader. We just have ourselves a team now.
And I just start barking at them, and then they'll like me.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he should have been called
Alright.
the Bloodhound.
All right, do you guys have any questions about this?
Do they like seem friendly?
Oh,
Seem like-
extremely friendly.
I mean, like, well, I guess so. I mean, like, that would be more perception based. So, I mean, I guess about these dogs, are they're made for like guard? Like, did anything go wrong with it? Like, are they considered to be a successful?
They were
Like-
considered to be successful, but like this was like once a city that has been abandoned for decades.
Yeah. Okay.
They're-
yeah, so
they're
this is
hungry as fuck.
generations.
You think this one probably wasn't ever named Fido in its life?
Yeah, it's several generations now. Okay, fair enough.
They're probably really
Okay,
hungry.
darn. Okay, I'm good.
Anywho, so this is about 50 meters out. You guys can see this dog, that of which is on the other side of this car where Varric was.
At this point, Varric hasn't moved once he noticed it was there. He's just been speaking to the compad and then trying to stay still.
Absolutely.
And can we all see the dog now?
Also, you can see that dog. Yeah,
That dog,
absolutely.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah, so I'm,
point it out by pointing at a rifle.
yeah.
All.
Petrie, you can see if you kind of squint. This big burly-looking dog that looks almost like a mastiff, but noticeably it has like this almost like this patch of where there should be fur that's just like skin with this weird like red, almost like it looks almost like a tattoo of like a double helix on it.
Through the compad, I'll say, once you hear a shot, you might want to start running back to us.
That's the plan.
And yeah,
So you'll
I'll
have to cover my retreat because I know there's one ahead of me somewhere. I can't see it though.
move quick.
cover you.
Totally won't shoot you.
Cover
Also,
you.
does a laser rifle create a sound?
Yes.
It does, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not like super crazy loud.
The
It's not as
crack of a
bad as a
bullet is more
rifle,
like a-
but yeah, it's
Energetic. I'm guessing.
it's the Star Wars style.
Star Wars noise. Yeah,
Yeah.
Star Wars
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, pew pew pew.
Wait, are you a stormtrooper or are you a good guy? We'll find out when he attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what I thought you said, but anyway.
Yeah, I think I misspoke there. But anyway,
I don't know, we missed. Yeah. Anyway,
Makes more sense.
that makes more sense. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I was typing stuff. What are you guys doing now?
so I'm getting ready to
Yeah.
shoot the one I can see with my rifle.
As
When he
am I.
fires, I run back to the group like a little bitch.
Okay.
He'll totally outrun this thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are
cool.
we all firing when he fires, or?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that if you guys are gonna try to fire with him, like you're gonna have to stealth up to kind of get like a vantage point. Because like right now, like Daniel Cole's like it was already established. I'm gonna cover him, and he's rolled great on perception. So you guys need to make a roll to kind of get in position to where you can fire as well. And this is like
What?
50 meters away, by the way.
And what's gonna happen in that time frame while this thing is, you know,
I'm gonna let it-
dinner?
I'm gonna say it doesn't immediately eat you.
Like a stare down.
It's not like they succeed the stealth and then they look over and you're dead.
Awesome.
That's how that works.
Always succeed in stealth.
Ding, 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 ding.
A 7?
Um,
Maybe not.
Stealth.
I'm sure
Minus
the
one.
submachine
Good.
gun can definitely hit 50 meters
Minus
away.
one. Good. Hey, that's so far.
So what I'm going to say is that with a difficulty of 8, unless Mr. Dorkoff, no, you've already used your reroll. You've only got one left, and I don't think the time is yet reached, has it?
Nope.
Oh no, it has.
Yeah,
Have a
it
reroll.
would have because it was the last one was the
Yeah,
navigation.
it's
No.
A's reroll. I will tell you a failure is that you don't get in position in time.
That's fine.
Okay. No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna need that soon.
All right. So Petrie, you go ahead and get in position. So yeah, so
Be
you
in
guys,
position with the rifle.
yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a fire, take a shot if you want.
All right. I'll say quietly, and I'll say 3, 2, 1. Squeeze.
Yeah.
Here's my.
So their
is it?
AC
Combat
would
projectile
be
weapon.
7
So
or 9.
AC is 7. 7.
I miss.
What am I using here?
Oh God.
Dex.
The fighter missed.
Dex. Okay.
I'll miss you.
That was
You
bad
rolled a
roll.
1. Damn it.
Shh! I did it on purpose. Project.
Wait. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
You-
That's the wrong.
That's
thing.
how I. That's how
It's
I
not a
roll.
skill check. It's an attack.
Really good. I am able to use this.
Yeah, you identified. Yes, this is rifle.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was the AC? 9.
7.
Seven.
7. Okay. Submit. Modifier 0.
Oh wow!
Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Man, it's acing all the rolls today.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, you guys fire at the same time.
I do only have now 11 rifle bullets, so it's just something to keep in mind.
It's okay. I only have 9, so it's
I
always
only
good.
see one bullet make it to the target. I don't know where the fuck Coles went.
But don't worry.
But no, you
You
think that it's
totally-
mine.
Yeah, it's that situation again. It's an accurate
Yeah.
shot. So.
Yeah.
two gunshots ring out, and
Does the dog drop?
dog drops.
It's a pretty good shot.
And now you're gonna go ahead and bolt. Is that correct, Thorn?
Yes, I'm gonna book it back towards the group. I'll be keeping a look over my shoulder to see if the one that I know was somewhere ahead of me is now making chase.
And so now go ahead and roll me initiative. Just Victor now.
I'm coming too, guys.
I'm here.
I can help.
Eh,
Okay.
eh.
So
Nibble,
you
nibble.
see that basically from behind you on the other side there was another dog that starts hurtling down the street towards you, and there was one that was in front of you that's coming towards you as well. So you now have two dogs giving chase. The first dog does not reach you, as it's too far away. But
Am I able
the
to
dog,
fire at the one that I'm running towards?
no, you're not running towards either of them. You're running from both of them.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the other one does come up behind you, and he's gonna go ahead and
Bye, guys.
and make an attack.
It's okay if you die.
Oh.
We don't care. No.
Plus-
I get that feeling.
no, it's you'll be fine. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
What's your AC? 9.
Yeah.
And they miss.
See, it's 3. It's
Hey.
fine.
You're fine.
Don't
Alright,
So
don't
it
feel
attacked
bad.
me from behind while I was running.
Yes.
It nipped at your ankles.
I'd like to spin around and make a shot at him, just either to create some distance or to kill him.
Yeah, I'll let you try to do that. Sure.
Should we roll initiative now?
No.
No. Okay.
You guys are gonna go in the order that you act.
All right. So we'll just keep going.
Hey.
Hey. So yeah, you go ahead and you totally kill that first dog, but the second one, because you turned to fire, is gonna go ahead and reach you, and is gonna jump all nom nom nommy like, and is going
These
to miss.
dogs
as
are
well.
Nimble.
horrible.
They're not doing great. You
Just
guys are
put
fine.
that gun between you and the dog.
I just like, man.
That's
And
what
I
I
just
planned
let
to do,
Petrie
but the
shoot.
business said, I want to shoot it
And-
again.
Victor,
Well,
now it
this
is your
is-
turn.
This is just gonna make it super easy to aim at you now.
That's right.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna fucking kill me.
Victor? Now the dog
Alright.
does have a -2 to AC, and if you roll an 18 or a 19, then you hit Ferric.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
and
it.
on top of that, you said it was 50 meters away.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be 50 minutes
Yeah.
away now, would it? Or is it still?
No, I'll say it's 30 now. I'll say that it moved a bit.
30? Oh, well, 30. Oh, 1 sec.
Gotta check the range.
Hold
on
on,
that gun.
hold on, dead guy.
Oh, you better not be throwing a fucking grenade.
Yeah. Boom. No, I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna do a burst fire to negate that -2 penalty. Give me
Okay.
a +2. So that depletes 3 bullets.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna get
What gun is
shot.
this?
I just know.
It's my SMG. So it's
Oh,
got
okay.
the range is 30 meters.
Gotcha.
30 100 max.
Okay.
AC 7. Modifier.
That was close.
That's so close.
I'm helping.
Oh, I forgot to say
Literally
that I
dancing away from
I
bullets.
forgot to say that I helped him with an assist for 1 point.
No, aim higher, stupid. Can you click
alright.
on roll damage? Like, will it show you what you would have done?
No.
Nah, it
It's
doesn't.
only, it only auto rolls it. It's only
Uh,
1d8 plus
yeah.
1.
I should make
You
it
could
hit.
have killed me.
I mean, you did fire 3 rounds. Maybe you did. But no, I'll say you didn't. I made the rules. Go ahead, Daniel Cole. It is now your turn.
Alright, yeah, so
You and Victor will act. You and Victor act simultaneously. So I mean, you and Petrie act
Petrie, yeah.
simultaneously.
yeah, I'm trying to track it and then
Okay. Same rules, by the way. Yeah, it has a -2 to its AC. All right.
Does that make it AC 5?
Its AC is now 5 because it has 2 points of cover because it's on the other side of you and Mr. Varick.
I'm like,
Thank you for not rolling 18.
so in lighting this up, do I realize there's a chance that I could hit Varric?
no,
Yeah, totally.
no, you don't realize it.
Then Petrie's not gonna shoot. He's not gonna shoot unless he has a clear shot.
Alright, well, let him bite
Alright.
him then. It makes it better.
Yeah,
Now
just-
it is your turn, Varick.
I will, in a panic, fire point blank and try to kill this creature.
You have to. You're gonna have to succeed on breaking away from it because this is in melee combat now.
Deal.
So you have to give me a. Let's see here.
Maybe survival.
Yeah, this is in athletics.
survival.
I'm guessing it's strength.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't think that was
Do not succeed. So you try to like fight back off of it, but it's kind of all over your shit. And so now on its turn, it is going to make an attack roll. Plus 9. Oop.
Oh.
Okay,
There
how
we
much
go.
damage? All right, so 1d6. So not too much.
It could still kill me.
Well, and does it get the plus? I'll say it doesn't.
That was nice of you. That's an odd thing for you to do.
I know, right? All right. So
0.
okay.
You're
So-
0.
The dog. You guys see. Y'all's good buddy spin around with his rifle. He shoots one of the dogs with the laser rifle, but the other one comes. He tries to fight it off, but the dog leaps up and chomps at his throat. He falls back onto the ground. At this point, you guys, I'll say, Victor, you see Vesnia is darted past you and is bolting towards the two of them, but she hasn't got there yet. She's got a stun baton ready. And now it is your turn, Mr. Dorkoff.
Now, is there still a penalty? And
There is no longer a penalty, but if you fire and miss, and I'm going to say if you fire burst as well, because you're firing 3 rounds just at a dog that's on top of your friend. I will say if you fire and miss, then I will say you have to. I'll let you or your friend decide. You'll have to roll a luck save to see if you accidentally hit your buddy.
Okay, so if I fire and miss by any degree,
Yes.
or if I fire, burst fire, hit or miss.
I'll say if you burst fire, or if you fire, and I'll do the same thing where if it's an 18 or 19, then a luck save has to be rolled.
I trust you, buddy.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do one of those where I kind of like wrap the strap of the thing around my arm, and I'm gonna start advancing as I move up, but I'm just gonna squeeze off
cool.
yeah, so damn
That's
cool.
That's some thug shit. I love it.
But I'm just gonna squeeze off a single shot.
Okay.
So AC 7 again.
AC 7, yeah.
And it's gonna roll an exact 19. No.
Nope.
Mm.
But it's by a large enough margin that you wouldn't hit your. Okay.
You shoot up in the air. Oh.
It is now your turn, Petrie and Daniel. You guys see this dog on top of y'all's buddy, and Vesnia has bolted past you guys and is running towards the unconscious friend with the dog on top of him.
I trust my shooting.
Nice.
Jesus Christ,
That's
man.
the second one. That's 2 in a row.
I'm
Is that
doing
2
really
in this
good.
fight?
There must be
2-1.
some sort of like hacks in my thing.
Well, the atmosphere is like really thick and has like this yellow soup kind
Yeah,
of feel
I'm
to it,
too
so
u-
it
I'm
doesn't-
like,
Affinity for dogs.
I'm getting so back used to it. It's like, oh, it feels so good. Oh wait, shit.
Get home.
Keep looking
Petrie.
around. I love it here.
Okay, Petrie's gonna get up and head in that direction, and he's gonna take a shot
I
his
trust you, buddy.
way. Where's my rifle? AC 7 again.
Yes. And again, if you hit, yeah. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm
Jesus.
still running up to him because I'm the one with the las patches.
Just leave him.
I'm not gonna make it all the way there this turn.
If the dogs just ate his corpse, we can walk on.
Now, what is the
Could
dog?
be
He's
distracting
now
you,
a
my body.
distraction.
Yeah.
We can't
What is
hit
the
these
dog?
dogs, man. They've got force fields.
You guys aren't hitting it, so.
Roll
Probably
me.
gonna keep eating.
Nah, that's fine.
I don't know
Okay,
how
so
many
okay.
times
Luck
I've
save? Is that what you're
missed.
gonna say? Luck save?
I've never missed like this much.
1d20.
Welcome to my world.
All right. So we're hoping you guys are hoping for that. Nope, that doesn't do it. All right. So the dog is now going to turn and flash roll. So who all has moved forward now? So I know that
Everyone but me.
everyone but you. Okay. So Victor and Petrie, go ahead and roll me a luck save. All right. Petrie.
Yeah.
This dog, you start running towards this dog, and the dog looks up at you, blood dripping from its fangs, and it runs towards you.
AC 9.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck me.
Oh.
This is where we lose the party.
Oh.
Goodbye, Petrie.
I'm still
Peachy's
up.
still up.
Yeah, you
He
still
doesn't
got
give a
you
fuck.
got like 8, don't you?
That would have killed me.
Yeah, he does.
I got 8, yeah.
All right. Daniel Cole. I mean, not Daniel Cole. I'm sorry. Victor Dorkov, it is your turn now.
Jeez.
Now, how far am I from Petrie and the doggy?
You're pretty close. Like, I would say you're like within 10, 20 meters.
Now, here's a question: could I move close enough or get an angle where I could shoot at the dog and do burst fire and not have a high risk of hitting him, or are they just kind of like locked and thrashing around? And no matter
They're
where
locked. Well, he's biting him. So
Yeah.
I will say no, but I will say you can position so that the dog doesn't have like the Petrie cover bonus.
Okay.
But again, if you roll the 18 or 19, you kill your engineer.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who says we need a pilot? I mean, honestly.
I swear loudly in Russian. I throw my SMG to the ground, take out my stun baton, and rush the dog.
Okay.
AC 7. A flanking bonus of like 10, right?
Yeah, that's.
Not quite.
Okay.
It didn't matter. You had a flanking bonus of 10.
Hey!
All right. Good job. You wail on the dog with this
Crit effect.
Crit, that's good.
course of electricity. The dog yelps and lets go of Petrie, turns towards you snarling, as that was not enough.
Fuck. But
But at this point, y'all's best friend, Besney, is gonna go ahead and dart on forward. And let me look at her. Hold on. I didn't add her shit.
For stun baton.
Well, yeah. How much does stun baton do again? How much damage?
1d8.
D8. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this real quick, and I'll
And the one
say,
I gave her has 37 charges, just in case that matters.
oh shit!
shit.
these
I didn't even know they
charges.
had charges. Yeah, I didn't fucking know
Yeah.
that.
Holy fuck.
It's
Anyway,
like
whatever.
40 charges on a single power cell, so...
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to.
Do you lose a charge if you don't actually hit your target?
No, probably not. Because it
No,
would.
you
Don't worry,
zap
Dorkov,
back.
yours is still full.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Up until
like,
now.
that was the first one I've ever used. But
Yeah, I don't
Alright.
know.
But Vesnia does the job.
Shanked it.
Goes
Cole's
ahead.
still aiming, ready to shoot.
Yeah, but the dog drops to the ground with a thud, unconscious. Petrie, you're bleeding a bit, and you guys
Like
see.
holding my bloody arm and smiling up at her is like, good job.
She kind of looks at you and she says,
There's nothing.
she says, "We all need someone we can trust."
Yeah. And I start scrambling over to Varric.
Okay. Yeah.
He was bleeding out profusely through the throat.
Mhm.
retrieve my SMG.
So I'll say that basically takes you another round to get to him now.
Okay.
Is there death saves in this?
No, but
Nope.
the difficulty for each tech save has gone up. Each round that you've missed, so it's gone up
So it's
twice.
now an 8.
It's now an 8.
It's an
Yeah.
8 for this last
Alright.
patch, and then it's a 9.
I
You
will
can take
go.
the med pack out of my backpack.
I'm gonna go.
Medpack's
with,
not going to help you here, buddy.
Nope.
I'll
Damn.
go. I'm gonna accompany Petrie as he goes to Varric.
So I'm going to slap a las patch on him. Is this... what attribute? Intelligence?
I'm gonna try to assist. Can I assist if I'm untrained?
No.
Medical.
Not if you're untrained. If you're trained, I would say you can, but not if you're untrained.
If I'm real
This
enthusiastic.
is if you're really enthusiastic. No.
Arrgh.
Wow.
Oh!
Nice.
Man.
Just!
Actually, it was a 9. No.
There's no minuses or anything that's gonna fuck us all of a sudden.
No, I don't think so. But you are stabilized, so.
Yes.
Blood everywhere, but
So we'll just take you to the local doctor on this planet. There's totally one.
Yeah.
There's
right?
this sort of foam,
and we're
sort of
deeper in debt.
similar to like what was in Serenity, right? There's a sort of like foam bandage that kind of appears around
Yep.
Varric's throat, sort of covers it up, while there's still like blood coming from there's like still that blood that already poured out that's like on his chest and his neck.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Pat Petrie on his unbloodied side and say, "Good job."
Yeah. I mean, like, yes, me or someone else is gonna get the med kit and like bandage up my wounds as well.
Does
Guessing
anybody have
this-
training?
That would be me.
Yeah. Well, he can't.
All right.
I'm just
Now
gonna
you
like
get to bleed out.
Just-
no, I'm gonna just ace wrap myself at least as
Right.
best I can.
Tourniquet kind of thing.
Not a tourniquet. Just stop the actual
Yeah.
oozing.
Bleeding.
blood pressure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Stop
so we are.
the
So let's
bleeding
go
of the
get some
corpse.
water, guys.
I-
I mean,
Who's thirsty?
I'm going to
So-
make the suggestion that we put Mr.
Yes.
Vedek back on the car.
I want to do a quick check. Can I do like a business check, or something?
I will
or
tell
could I
you
just-
that something you all know is that if he doesn't get medical care like that you have in the med bay, he will die in 4 hours.
That's plenty.
And how long is it
Okay.
going to take us to get to this place?
Let's see here. You guys got there and you're walking away. It's gonna take you maybe 30 minutes,
you should probably take him back, or we could just head off ahead.
maybe 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I'll say.
Yeah. How long did it take us to get where we are now?
like 30 minutes.
It only took you like 15 minutes or so because like you guys drove
Okay.
here most of the way
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you guys
Mhm.
went away
Well,
ahead a
Just
little
tuck me
ways.
under a car. Come get me when you're done.
No, we'll bring you back to the ship and drop you off and then go back out.
I'll just wait here. I mean,
but
It's not that long to go back to the ship. So yeah.
No, it's a quick trip. We'll do that. So now one question I have is does this need to roll or can I guess? Is there I mean, so the pet market in the galaxy, like the market for pet
Yeah.
animals, is
Mhm.
there is that a thing or like rare beasts? Like are these Koth dogs? Are they exotic? Like are they?
Yeah, these dogs are pretty uncommon, but like you gotta find a motherfucker who will pay for this. Like it's a situation where it's like, if I have like a baseball that's signed by like, that's signed
Kanye
by like,
West.
yeah, that's signed by Kanye West. It's like that's worth money to somebody.
do I
But
think
the
I guess
but
so.
the trick is you gotta find that somebody.
any of the scientists would have brought some of these dogs here for protection?
Yeah, that's not impossible, but it's not likely.
Okay.
Just because these like that company doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. So yeah, it's
Nope.
been destroyed for a long time.
Would I know any, or would I have any contacts or know of anyone just off the top who deals in this sort of thing?
No.
No? Okay.
Are the corpses worth anything?
Can I just win or?
Can we sell
Well,
these
are we
dog
putting-
corpses?
Are we putting down the one that's knocked out?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, do we put it down or do we tie it and take it with us? Yeah, tie it and take it with us?
Tie-
All right.
Yeah, it's fine. And take it with us. We'll put it in. We'll make it our guard dog.
You can finish me off later.
She's not some poodles, huh? Listen,
Hey,
I know
man,
you want
it's
a pet poodle,
Scruffy. I
Cochina,
mean, this
but
was my-
maybe.
I remember this dog. It's
Maybe
my
this
home
is-
dog now. It's Scruffy.
I mean, we've got.
Like there's flashbacks to you as a child, and the dog is still dripping with blood.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
like,
it's just like,
"Ah."
Playing with it, riding it.
and like your play is you just like
Yeah.
giggling as you're holding him back and it's snapping at your
Oh,
neck.
we like to play, don't we? Oh,
Who's a good boy?
who wants a snack?
At one point, it bites his neck, and there's like a long scar, and then there's like a time elapse, and you see that the crosshair covers the
Yeah.
scar.
Childhood memories.
Ah.
All right. Well, do I have any idea? Like, if let's say hypothetically there was a buyer for the dog, are we
Yeah.
talking like 500 credits? Are we talking like because this is a dead company? Are we talking thousands?
I mean, I think roll me a business check. I'm generous for letting you do that instead of just saying you don't know. But I'll say go ahead and roll me a business.
He's like, damn it.
Yeah, you think like a reason, like it depends on how much this person wants. This is the primary concern, right? But you think like a good price could be a little over 1,000. maybe, but not more.
All right.
Like not more than 2,000. Like you'll have a hard time finding someone who wants it that bad.
Okay.
Walk up.
Peter, you can shoot the dog.
I looked at Vesny and I said, "You have your own knife with you? I don't want to waste a bullet."
Cole,
Gosh,
like
nice
she goes to go pull out a knife, and Cole just comes up with his knife and.
Okay. You just drive it through its skull.
Yeah, just straight through.
The dog's leg kind of twitches back and forth for a while, sort of
I go-
kicking.
I look away. I don't watch.
Yeah,
Me neither.
the dog always
Yeah.
dies in every movie.
This isn't Red Dog. I mean, come on.
This is,
A single tear comes
I-
down Deoko's as he puts down.
Scruffy.
as I turn away to not witness this, I see a red fern growing. In the
Oh
distance.
goodness!
All
You
right.
see a puppy come out the side. No, none of this
and then a
happens.
knife flies at it up.
All right. Jesus.
All right, so we
let's-
haul Varric back to the car.
Yeah, we load Varric back up. We go back to the grav vehicle, load him up, and head back to the ship to drop him off at the med bay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I'll say we can go ahead and end the session there.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Hey,
Hey,
you didn't die.
you're not dead
I
yet.
had to make character
You're not
number
dead.
4.
Almost.
Didn't die.
You're not dead
But
yet.
It's okay because no one on the ship has tech medical, so no one knows how to resurrect you.
It's okay. We're just
right.
gonna hit a speed bump, break our wheel, and we're gonna have to carry
Hey.
you.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna
right
fall
after
off the
this
table,
planet,
and that'll be the last hit point of death.
No, because right after this planet, like we're on our way. We're gonna go to a nice planet where your last
Where?
PC was the only doctor,
Oh yeah, that's true. So that'll be good
and we'll get you patched up. Never.
for free.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll
we'll
give you
just
that
we'll
free
take
med
you to
care.
we'll take you to Xingfu, and that'll be fun.
See, it sounds
Yeah.
like I'm getting unlucky, but thankfully none of you have ever rolled the 18 or 19 to fucking shoot me, so...
That was
I
okay
was
with that.
trying real hard. Just
Only.
I
only
know, but
Petrie.
you kept rolling 1, oddly enough.
yeah, you
that
rolled one.
that should have counted. I mean,
Yeah, crit fail. Yeah, you shot him in the head.
there is a scene where you guys just see like Eva's like ghost white as she sees like Petrie covered in blood and like clutching his shoulder or something. And you guys carrying Deoko and Victor like carrying the unconscious Varric. But we'll go to that later.
Yeah. Oof. Man.
Another
Stealth. Never fails.
another
stealth never
successful
fails.
another successful mission, guys.
Listen. If you'd have rolled, I gave you the perception to try and turn it around, because
Uh-huh.
I was like,
And then I rolled a fucking 4.
yeah, the 4 wasn't good. The 4 hurt you.
Yeah.
The dog
Good
also
lord.
hurt you.
The dog
Might have hurt.
hurt a little.
Dog hurt a little bit.
But
And I just couldn't get away from him.
so I hope you guys enjoyed this session of merriment.